Pronunciation.
Yeah, and
Or
I know it's
enunciate.
like I like people can judge and be like, oh, stupid, da,
That's
da, 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 da. You
enunciate.
know, it's always good to learn things. These are words that you don't use on a regular basis. Like I said, I don't debate and do this often, so you're just gonna watch me get better. I'm not gonna go cry in a corner about it, but it's definitely not a good performance for myself.
I want to read what Mike 54885 said. CJ said, "Oh, so you think darkness is your ally? He was born and molded by it." I think that was a shitty Bane, but that's close as I could get.
Yes, that Bane was terrible.
Shut the fuck up.
You think
I was about that. Yes, get some of the good old people in. No offense to anyone, but we're trying to get the people who are in here who are going to do what it do. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tuesday turn up. Got a couple new faces in here, new places, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Now, y'all were talking about something. I just want to ask y'all these questions. I'm going to go to some of the stuff you talked about, Melvin. I'm going to sprinkle in that debate and the topics in throughout. First off, you guys can bring up whatever thing you guys want to talk about while we're here at a certain part in the show, because what's on y'all's mind should be on our mind, so you get to throw it out there. But I'm going to start off at asking y'all about a brother by the name of Nolan Wells. How many of you guys know the story of Nolan Wells?
I do.
Not the full story, but I've heard stuff about it.
Okay.
If there's anything new about it, then I haven't heard anything latest about it. I know Benjamin Crump has gotten busy with.
Shut the hell up and let me ask the question first.
As the Terminator would say, I
ain't even got to the question. The question I want to ask y'all is this. Black people have been resigned to believing that he was murdered and there was foul play by white people. As a matter of fact, they've called it racist and have openly stated, if you hang out with white people by yourself, you are unsafe. And the funny thing about it is, I believe take a nigga friend with you. I had when white friends, I had them when I grew up. I would take a nigga friend with me. I would not go with them white people by my damn self. My mom wouldn't let me go with them white people by my damn self. I had to have a nigga with me, and it had to be a real nigga, because I was a soft nigga. I had to have a real nigga with me. He had to be a nigga named Jamar Quavius. He had to can't have both his parents. He had to be a real nigga, and we could only go. So therefore, I understand that, but I also understand that I'm being a bit racist, because imagine if white parents had said, oh, you can't go hang out with all those black guys. Does this Nolan case and black response to this and many other, does it show the open bigotry that blacks are able to get away with? Or is there a real true concern that blacks are being mistreated by whites? So we're going to start off with the young lady who's new, Carmaya. Do you think blacks are allowed to be open bigots, or do you think blacks are really concerned at what whites are doing?
I believe that that they are pretty much being bigots. I'll say that much. Because when you do put it on the other foot, and you give this same situation to a white person, and the white person is the one that's, saying the things that they're saying, like, oh, this is why, I don't go into black neighborhoods, and this is why I clutch my purse whenever I'm walking around black people, or this is why, I don't like going to the mall at this specific time, or walking at night at dark, during the night or whatever. Like, it's like you want to be pissed off when they say it, but then it's okay for us to say it, but you want to say they don't have a reason to say that, yet our black neighborhoods are the ones that's causing, all of this chaos a lot of the time. So it's like, I get what y'all saying, but at the same time, like, you gotta be willing to say, you know what, that just makes me racist. Like, I don't trust y'all, and these are my reasons, and yes, I am racist. Like, just fall into it, like instead of trying to fight against what it really is.
I like it. She said, hey, accept what you are, be what you are. Blanche, I'm going to give you an opportunity before I go back to my regulars. Blanche, I saw you shaking your head. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, black folks are racist. What I find interesting is, growing up in the black community, shootings and gang violence and drugs and dope and all this stuff going on and drive-bys. I don't know how any black parent can fix their mouth to say that your black child is unsafe with some white kids. That is absolutely insane. Nolan Wells had a black friend with him. His black friend left him. So is he wrong? Is he a sellout because he left Nolan? I'm just saying, if Nolan went off with a girl, just think about this for a second. Why would guys stay around? If he left with a chick, what dude is going to sit there and cock block and they were going to leave? So at the end of the day, why wouldn't his friends leave him with a chick? That's just normal behavior. And as far as somebody drowning, I mean, do y'all understand how drownings work? When you go sink to the bottom and then the gases and you sink, you raise up to the. Y'all understand that when people drown, they may be down there for hours and then come up later, like when they searching for the bodies. So I don't know. I just think that black people are really sensationalized by Hollywood. The movie Get Out really got black people's minds going. The white folks want to kidnap you and do all this stuff. Listen, black folks, y'all got diabetes and cancer. And nobody wants your bodies no more. Y'all used to have the best genes on the planet. Now it's diabetes, cholesterol is too much. So ain't nobody doing that either. But anyway, yeah, black folks are racist. But guess what? Everybody's racist to an extent. It's just where we live in. So everybody has biases and everything. But as far as going on with a bunch of white people, I understand why you wouldn't, because I know when white folks get drunk, they get to talking crazy after crazy. So listen, they are habitual line steppers when they get intoxicated. So I know this. So they have to be checked constantly when they're drinking. But to say your child is unsafe with white people is just insane when Pookie and them is spinning the block.
Crazy. Melon, we're going to go to you. This idea that this young man went off with these white people and black people are up in arms about what's happened. And they are saying that their children are at risk being around white people. Do you think that's a bigoted statement? And do you think blacks need to do like Hermione said? If you're going to be bigoted, at least just own it. Say, yes, it's what it is. Or do you think they have a real reason to be afraid of whites?
So I think I'm kind of in the middle on this. I can't really say one side or the other because I think it is valid. We're hearing several situations where when you are black and it seems like the friends are white, there's something going on or something happening, someone being unalived. But on the flip side, I also feel that you can have a great experience with them being your friend, being around them. There's been situations where they've helped people in our community. I just can't say that I would say that it's a standard.
Oh, geez. Brian, I'm going to you, but while we're going to you, Brian, I need you to do me a favor.
What's that, brother?
I need you to look at the screen here because I'm going to share something with you as you're going to be allowed to discuss this because apparently this just happened and my man's son threw $20 on it and he wants you to discuss this. Family calls for justice after evidence tampering charges filed in teens drowning. The family of Daniel Irving, an 18-year-old who drowned in North Texas lake in April, is calling for justice after two teenagers charged with tampering with physical evidence in connection with his death. Tamika Irving, joined by their attorney Ben Crump, there we go, said during a press conference on Tuesday that her son received partial justice, that the arrest of the 19-year-old and the 17-year-old in connection with the case. Daniel Irving, my baby boy, he liked to go by Mike. What the fuck? Anyway, so this is a fight for Mike. He was an outstanding young man and he never got in any trouble. He was like my guardian angel. I'm tired of them talking about their sons like this. Crump said that the family is seeking whole justice. Basically, what they're saying is another black kid, and this is why he wanted to know. Son wanted to know. We can poo-poo it, but this is the second incident of a black kid hanging out with white people in a short amount of time, dying. How do you still view this?
So it's a couple of things that's happening here. From a responsibility aspect, and people, especially black folks, we have a problem accepting this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is responsible for your own personal safety but you. Just because one nigga go out with a group of 2 or a group of 22 white folks don't mean that they're responsible for this nigga's safety and responsible for bringing him home. Why we have that concept that white folks are supposed to take care of us and look out for us, I have no fucking idea where that came from. The other thing is that niggas don't understand nature. They don't understand how a lake works. Lake Michigan is one of the deadliest lakes in the fucking world.
What the fuck do you mean how the lake works? What do you mean?
There are at least 15 to 20 niggas that die in Lake Michigan every year because they don't understand what an undercurrent is. They think that they can jump in the fucking water off the boat because they balling, because they partying. They think they can jump off the fucking boat and they think they're going to be fine like they're in a fucking swimming pool in somebody's backyard. Undercurrents will take your ass and sweep you out just like that 20 miles out into the fucking lake. And if you can't swim just because you got on a fucking life jacket don't mean that you're going to be just saved. I don't understand why people do this. And I'm telling you, in Chicago, they do it every year. There was a chick last year that went viral talking about she was such a sweetheart. She was so lovely. She give you the shit because you know all niggas that die are the best niggas ever to live. And it's like she was on a fucking boat at a having a yacht party, and this stupid bitch literally jumped into the fucking lake and she got swept the fuck off and she drowned. And if you don't understand how that works, you're going to die. Now, I do think with this boy here that actually died, whatever his name is, I believe
Daniel,
that there's some bullshit.
AKA Mike. No. They said the 2 kids were arrested. But and I want to read what Son said. Son said that comment wasn't for Brian. I'm not saying it was for Brian. I'm saying you sent it to me about the story, so I wanted to let Brian give the first crack on the story. But thank you for the other $20. I like that. I like money.
Thank you for making yourself clear. But
I like money.
But the thing is that when stuff like this happens, it's like people do stupid shit, especially if they don't know how to handle a situation. Just like the thing happened with Kanika Jenkins. That shit went down and they knew something had happened to that girl, and them motherfuckers acted like they didn't, and they returned her cell phone back to her mama too. And them was all niggas at a hotel party. So it's not a thing like that. But I do believe that with this other white boy, with this other boy, that they actually did something or something happened and they witnessed it and just wasn't able to save him or whatever happened. And I say that because young people, I'm talking about anybody that's under the age of fucking 25, they don't leave their phones for shit. They'll leave their keys. They'll leave anything else that they got. They'll leave their mama. They'll leave their fucking kids. They'll leave whatever, but they don't leave their phones. If I'm going to fuck a bitch in the woods, if I'm going to mack a chick down on the lake, I'm not leaving my phone. And the fact that they had that phone and the fact that them motherfuckers' parents lawyered up like they did, them kids may not have done anything to him, but I believe that they witnessed or got a good idea of what happened to him.
God, dog. Okay, I'm going to pass it to you, my man, Mr. Fantastic. I got to ask you a question. Somebody had talked to me last week and said, I'm all kind of coons, of course. But she said, how is it that they going to bring back the boy phone and not bring him back? That lets you know something wrong. And I was like, well, first off, because they can ping the motherfucker's phone, they can't ping the nigga. I believe if they could have pinged the nigga, they probably would have got him too. But that was just me. Go ahead. Go ahead. What's your thought?
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out everybody. Yeah, man. It's very, very unfortunate. First and foremost, God bless the dead and whatnot. But yeah, man. As somebody that's been around white people a lot, Bro, again, I think it's a recency bias thing due to the Carmelo Anthony situation. So now every situation is that on the black-white dynamic, of course. Niggas only care when niggas die when white people involved. Again, they just killed how many people on the 4th of July in Chicago? Niggas didn't care. They just had five Tommy, you heard about the shit that happened in East St. Louis?
What happened?
It was like an organized hit to where 5 different family members were killed. 7 people were shot at 3 different locations. Niggas don't care. Niggas ain't talking about it.
Illinois just shining real bright right now.
What was that?
Illinois is shining real bright right now.
Hey, man.
What was the stats?
Hey, the kids, the dogs, everybody dying. No lying. They killed a 74-year-old grandma. They killed 2 chicks. And listen, bro, you see what I'm saying? Whenever
that's some movie type shit, that Mr. Fantastic.
This is a game.
Like they basketball stats here.
I didn't know niggas. Listen,
wait, was this a gang that did this?
It's two teenagers, 15, 16-year-olds, 16, 17-year-olds. 2 minors are in custody.
Yes, I think I did hear about it now that you said that, because it was kids, and that's why I was like he said, when did niggas get coordinated like this?
Exactly. Hey, Tommy. Hey, these niggas. Hey, this motherfucking Call of Duty nigga. We gotta start
playing video games.
Hey, them niggas threw up a couple of UAVs and knew where everybody was.
Hey, Brian, these young niggas ain't playing.
So they had a triple double.
This nigga, I'm checking my bushes every night, nigga. I put grenades in the bushes, nigga. I put fucking landmines. You ain't getting me. But no, like you said though, right? So think about that though.
The same family died in the same fucking weekend.
Bro.
That's unheard of. That's unheard of in Chicago, nigga.
Yeah, hey.
Well, you know, East St. Louis had never little Chicago though.
Yeah, East St. Louis.
This is horrible.
So Brian, niggas not even understanding the gravity of that shit, Brian. They're not even caring. Bro, this is an organized hit by children. But you know, one black kid dies around white people, and now everybody care, and that's the main focus, right? And of course, it's plenty of murders that's happening around the country. Otherwise, man, I think you guys spoke the most thing, bro, and it's on their teachers in the military heavy, bro. Water safety ain't no joke, bro. I almost drowned once, and you'll be until it happened to you. You like, you know what I'm saying? You think no matter how good of a fucking swimmer you are, you can't drink all that water, nigga. You're not strong in that motherfucking water. I'm telling you. Okay. Them, like I said, them undercurrents, rip currents, some shit is no joke, bro. No joke. And you'll be just how surprised, just how quickly shit happening. And the thing is the panic. That's what gets you. Because the relaxes you get, I'm telling you, as soon as you swallow that motherfucking water, all that motherfucking relax shit out the goddamn window, nigga. You flailing, you're reaching, you're praying, you're dying. It's everything at once. Okay, from a nigga that knows. Thank God for me, it was just like it was people around, and white people saved my big black ass. Wasn't no niggas, not one nigga. It was white people. And them niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Black folks gonna watch you drown, boy.
They're gonna pull out their phone.
Are we watching you drown because we don't know how to swim anyway?
Well, Melon, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a fact of not knowing how to swim. It's just like trying to save a person that's drowning is dangerous, right? It is dangerous. So a lot of times they'll tell you in training lifeguards, you let them go out if they have to go out, and then you resuscitate them after the fact because people are like you're in the process of dying. So that's
like basically drown and then save them later.
Yeah, that is training that they give people. Rescue swimmers. I worked on Hilo, so rescue swimmers was a big thing. So these are dudes that swim for a living. And if your ass motherfucking do too much fighting, all right, well, nigga, you finna die for a minute, and then you'll get that game to CPR.
Yep. Right? As a lifeguard, they trained us to do that. They said if they're fighting you to where they're pulling you down, you break free and you let them drown and try to resuscitate them. Than doing that because they will kill you while you're trying to save them. Yes. They even taught us how to punch somebody or to hurt somebody to try to incapacitate them, to try to save them if they're fighting too much.
Wait, you punch a nigga while he drowning?
Hell yeah.
Because somebody's flailing around.
They say
Hey, you want to? Hey, nigga, you want to die temporarily, or you want to die for good? What you
Punch
want to do?
that motherfucker in his face.
Wait a minute. What if I'm watching? What if I'm one of them niggas on the shore watching this and I'm filming and I see your ass?
I can say this.
You hit. They tell you they
killed him. Oh
yes,
my God, he
going
punched
to
him in
jail.
the face.
Yeah,
you going to jail.
Fuck in the face. They say hit a motherfucker in the face because most people when they get hit in the face, first thing they do is put their hands on their face. And they say if you need to do that to get their hands from fighting you and struggling, if you hit them in the face and try that to keep them from pulling you down or to grabbing a hold of you, because there's a certain technique that you want to grab them by if you're trying to save them. And if they won't let you do that, then you gotta let them go. Yep.
There's a lot of violence in what y'all saying. We can talk about it because remember, not what was it? Was it Malcolm Jamal Warner? Remember, same thing.
Yeah, he just
water safety is a real thing. Niggas get in that water and think. And you know, the funny part, me and my daughter talk about this all the time because I'm not a good father. I'm gonna throw this out there. We had went to Florida, and she was little, probably like 4, and she said, "Let's get in the ocean." I cannot swim at all. What did I do? Grabbed her, walked in the water. It got up to the waist. They said, "Can we go a little farther, Daddy?" Well, I can't say, no, I ain't no bitch. So I go down, it's at my titties. So y'all know my titties is basically at my navel, so it was still pretty low. Now, so I'm walking. So I got this thing all the way up to my neck. And I couldn't feel the thing anymore. And I couldn't feel the bottom. But I walked out. But I thought about it. If I had gotten just a little pool.
Yes, you gone. Just like that. Just like that's why you don't. If you can't swim, you shouldn't go waist deep. That's your max.
Yeah, you shouldn't even go waist deep.
Yeah, it's like when you go out there like that, because literally people don't even understand that there are trenches out there. Mm-hmm. So you can be walking and you can be out there and you can be standing in a spot and be fine. Take 2 more steps and then there's a 8-foot drop off.
Now, how deep you say you shouldn't go?
Waist, not even waist if you can't swim.
You shouldn't be above, right? The water should get above.
He lead y'all into it.
Probably knee thighs is like the max.
Y'all remember when we said dick deep? He said, "Why does nobody ever say that? Like, why does nobody ever say that?
Go dig deep.
Yeah,
dig deep is your limit.
Yeah, as far as I'm going."
Yep.
But I'll say this, Tommy, then pass it on. You know, it's crazy. Again, like I said, we know unfortunately, most black people, you know, die by the hands of black people, around a whole bunch of black people. Remember the case of that girl that went to Mexico and they severed her spine or her neck?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? People forgot about that. You know, they literally beat that girl like some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, but now, you know, it's the white folks involved, so everybody got to be scared and be concerned.
Beer gang. Oh, well, no, Corey. What is that? Niggas do something, whites do something, but it seems like we're saying there must be a fear of the whites.
There's a bias, right? Because they try and go hard because it's, first of all, it's white people that did something, right? That they think. And then also it's a rush to judgment. Because if you think about it, even with Kanika Jenkins, was Brian brought up earlier, they rushed to judgment. They harassed those kids, and they really was trying to fight them. They was trying to find them kids and fight them kids and hurt them kids because it was a rush to judgment. We haven't even got all the facts of this case. I don't know if there's an autopsy that has been done, and even if the autopsy has been done, the family does have the right to go get a secondary one and come to the same conclusion. Even with the one where the guy hung himself down in Mississippi, what did they do? They jumped to conclusions. Right, then they say, don't bring your black children around them white kids. Well, what if them white kids don't want your black child around them? Because they know that you're gonna blame them anyway. What if they? This shit is becoming crazy. I know. I do. You know what? Another thing is, I want to bring this up. I do a lot of white people shit. I got kayaks. I go hunting. I go fishing. I go wading. I can sit out in the fucking forest. Days, right? How many black people I'm gonna find to go with me? Thank you. So the thing is, if you supposed to take this one black friend that's with you, that nigga can't swim either. He gonna drown both of y'all. So now you gonna sit there and say that's gonna be two niggas that's dead, and now y'all still gonna blame the white folks. He took his black friend with him, and that's the thing, right? Even when you do go kick, I mean, I kicked it with all type of white boys in the military, just like Mr. Fantastic talked about, right? You learn about what the undertow is, you learn about what the rip current is, you learn about all these different things. And I was in the infantry, right? We did boat raids. We would come off of a fucking ship. We would come off a ship and go onto shore, more than 1,000 meters away from shore. We're doing boat raids. So you had to learn. I had to learn how to swim with actual clothes on, not swimming trunks. No, you had to learn how to swim with your, what we call camisole. Some people call them utilities. Some people call them camouflage utilities, whatever. But I had to learn how to swim with my clothes on. That's not an easy thing. Well, if you think that your child is going to be in danger of something, try and prepare them for it. Get them some lessons. Teach them, right? Break the fucking stereotype where they think we can't fucking swim. Yes, I learned how to swim in the military. You know how they did that? They push your ass in the fucking water. I bet your ass will find something out. Also, I wanted to bring up something about the drowning part in the Marine Corps for special forces like recon. You actually would drown. They will resuscitate you and make you keep going. I bullshit you not. Look it up. Marine Corps recon, where they are in the water, right? And you got your hands tied, your feet tied, you're trying to go up. And if you get up, they're gonna resuscitate you. They're gonna tell you, hey, you want to keep on going with training? And they're gonna keep on making you doing it. So yeah.
Navy SEALs too.
Yep, Navy SEALs. Because where I was at, I'm not saying I'm a Navy SEAL, but where I was at was Coronado. That's where they did this training for the Navy SEALs. That's what we used to do boat raids. We called it Special Operations Capable or SOC training. You had to do all these.
Are y'all sadistic? Are they sadistic? Because y'all saying some real shit about beating niggas' ass, stabbing them, killing them twice. And y'all doing what that motherfuckers are saying, do you know, I would kill that nigga twice. The Marines is doing it, apparently. No, y'all, I don't know if I would want y'all, this is not an advertisement to get your kids to go anywhere near the military at all. This is anti at this point. Do not let your kids go there. You'd be better off letting your kids go with some white folks.
Let me say this one last thing. I think it was a year or two ago where I talked about I went up on a fishing trip up in Minnesota. What did I go do? Ice fishing. How many y'all gonna go ice fishing with me?
Nah. I don't fuck with that cold, dog.
That's what you Texas, right?
I can swim like a fish, but I ain't fucking with that cold, dog.
And I took my nephew. I took my nephew ice fishing. I went ice fishing up, and it was nothing but white people out there. You know what I had with me? My 9mm. If they would have tried something, guess what? I could have defended myself. Now, Nolan was 18. He probably couldn't have a gun at the time. I think Mississippi, you might be able to do it. You can open carry 18. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you think that this is going to be a problem, then protect yourself. I think Brian or someone said your first obligation to anything is to protect yourself. That's the first thing. Protect yourself.
Well, I think Brian might have hit on it. Let me go to Beard Gang. I think Brian might have hit on that whole idea of, well, it's kind of an issue that they're not teaching black kids survival at all. Like they're telling them just trust these whites. The whites are supposed to take care of you. You can go in this motherfucker without any money, without like all these things. The whites, good hands. The whites are supposed to provide it for you. And if they don't give it to you, well, then we blame them. What do you think about that, Beer Gang?
Man, I think that this whole thing is just crazy because every time something happens to us, all you see is Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. Before it was Jesse, gone, but it just seems like another prop up. It's not even anything. It looks like it's just they want us to go to war.
Go sit.
As you see, there was another guy. I think he drowned. He went missing in the woods somewhere a couple days ago. And there's always people missing, people drowning, and then the Carmelo Anthony thing. they want to trigger us. They do want to trigger us. And I have no idea what it's going to take, but we are strong, but I don't know what it's going to take for them to trigger us to really jump out there like that. You know what I mean?
So you think they're trying to trigger us to do what?
Go to war, to have a race war.
Yeah, right.
That ain't gonna work. That's what I'm saying. That ain't gonna work. But we already had a race war with each other.
I don't think he said it's gonna work. I think they trying. I think there are some people. I think in a sense he has a point to where there are some people that want to start something. I ain't saying that we're gonna do it or we're gonna fall for it. But
Michael Jackson said the same thing.
Melon, I thought you was gonna put him in timeout. I don't know. Lyric.
I don't think he's doing anything too bad right now, so he's good.
Well, he did. But so you think that's a real thing? Like that they might be trying to push. I think there is a division being pushed. I really do. I see it.
Yes. They're absolutely
what
doing
they're
that.
trying to get out of it, I'm not sure exactly, because I'm with Blanche. Like if one ever started, we would get that would be the boot versus the ant. I don't think we'd last long.
Nope.
It's just a thing to where
it'd be like prom night.
Not even 24 hours.
Tommy, it'd be like prom night. Tommy, it'd be about 2-3 puffs. That's it. It's always a wrap.
Exactly.
I do think when things happen, I think that the news and in all situations, the narrative that they try to push is black against white. The biggest thing that gets on my nerves, they act like black and white is like the only races on earth. So anytime something happens, they are acting like, oh my gosh, this black person was put in this situation with whites and the whites wanted to get them. And that is the narrative they want to push, because they know that without giving all of the information, all of the details, that they're going to get all these black people in an uproar. And that's what they want. They want to push their emotions that way because they see that they can do it. And without the full details, they were already up in arms about this child and just pushing that narrative out there. That he was with whites and the whites didn't care about him and they did something to him, and their parents lawyered up, not even thinking about the other side of it. Like when your child gets in trouble or something happens, you should lawyer up. You should stay away from the police because anything could be blamed on you. But yet you teach your children to talk when they don't even know what they're talking about, and they get in situations that you then can't even get them out of because you're teaching them wrong. So I think it was justified for the parents to go grab lawyers and tell them to tell their children to keep their mouth shut, because whatever they did witness, it was emotional to them, and they probably would have said something that would have got them in trouble, and then the police and everybody would have tried to justify that. Now that it's coming out that he was with another black child, everybody is kind of just like skating over that and kind of ignoring that. Well, they still did something to him, but you wasn't there, so how do you know? So I think that the masses love this divide, and then we feed into the divide. So I think that I think it's both. I definitely think black people are bigots. And I think that there is a portion of whites that want to keep this blacks hate whites and whites hate black. I want to keep that going.
Hey, so I gotta let my man with the belt from last week. That's the only reason why I made you wait till last.
So
CJ, the champ. CJ, we have a situation here where you heard about that young girl, Bree. I think you were on the show when I did it. Nobody's outraged that no one's been arrested since this young girl got shot down along with both her cousins. One of them's dead. There's no black people calling for justice. Ben Crump has not shown up. And this was a 21-year-old girl who was shot down by a hail of bullets. We all heard the video. We all seen how disgusting that was. No one cares because they know it's blacks, that no one has been arrested. Where do you fall on this? Where do you fall on this idea of people are really pissed about these black men, boys who lost their lives doing an activity that we know we're not good at? That would be like if you saw two niggas died on a hockey rink. I would kind of understand.
So it's crazy Lyric said that the media is pushing this. It's not the media. It's black people that's pushing this. Black people, we see everybody get killed in the media. The news shows everybody getting murdered. It don't show white people killing or black people killing white people or white people killing black people. But we only have an uproar when they show us show us getting killed by white people. And what's crazy is, like Fantastic said, I agree with my boy Fantastic. We do it to ourselves all the time. But we got a problem when this one, like people get killed all the time over anything. But we're going to make it about race. Every time we see a white person kill a black person, that makes zero sense. And we keep claiming how racist white people are while being racist at the same time. But you know how white people display their racism? In silence, in private. They do it the right way. Black people be doing our shit the wrong way. We do our shit in public. We yell, "Hey, crackers," and all this stupid shit. While we still, and you know what's even crazier? We'll still hire a white person before we hire a black person.
Yes.
So our racism is
after all this saying that black people, we need to worry about being around a bunch of whites, we will move in an all-white neighborhood.
So our racism is even more backwards. We'll say racist shit out loud while still doing business and doing everything with the white person, putting them ahead of everybody. While their racism, if they are racist, is the right way. They'll say everything you're supposed to say in public while being racist in the background. And that's how you're supposed to implement racism if you're going to implement it. You're so fucking dumb.
Look at CJ. What? Did you take notes? Did you do like Rose?
Hey, I had to think for a long time since you made me go last time. I was holding that for a long time. I said, man, how long I remember this?
Ask a question and CJ go ask Chat GPT. I know what you're doing. All right, y'all. I gotta get to the question that everybody wanted to ask. Everybody want to talk about this. I'm curious about this one. This is a real deep one. I would love for you guys to talk about it. They asked about sexless marriage, and they kept talking about sexless marriages. What is the cause of a sexless marriage? What can be done to fix a sexless marriage? Can a sexless marriage be fixed?
Well, the cause is marriage. Don't get married.
They're saying, like, they were saying, apparently it's this thing. I didn't know it. Apparently there's a lot of guys complaining. They're saying guys are complaining about being in sexless marriages. Brother in the comment section said it as the show started. There's a lot of guys in sexless marriages. Fantastic, since you jumped in there. What do you think is the cause of a sexless marriage?
Society, feminism, just the thing as to where women are being women, right? So women understand that, again, every relationship is based off of sex, men's access to sex. He don't give a damn about your personality. He don't give a damn about none of that shit until he get that pussy first, okay? So men deal with women off of sexual desire first, and then if she's a good enough person, she's interesting enough, she shows herself to be trustworthy and you know, all these different things, good traits. He takes that woman serious, and then they get into a relationship, and that develops into a marriage. The problem is women are going to women. Women are selfish, women are extremely manipulative, and women understand the power of sex at a very, very early stage in time. So being that they know that the man is now in a contractual agreement, the most unfair, lopsided, ridiculous fucking contract of all time. It's the only contract as to where the parameters can change, you know, during and after, right? Even with you know, prenups and things that are supposed to have protection, and they just be completely thrown out. Yeah, they understand the power dynamic they have once they have that man in an actual contract. So women are using their power, and like you said, the majority of men, the majority of OnlyFans subscribers are married men. I think they said it. Yes, that's a fact. That's been proven.
Yeah. The whole sex industry is mostly married men. Yeah,
married men. Yeah.
Can I say something? I definitely agree.
No, nigga.
Oh.
I'm go ahead. I just, when people always ask, I like when people text me talking about, so can I ask you something? No, bitch. Like, why did you just ask the question? But go ahead.
I don't even want to ask.
Yes, you do.
I think I agree with Mr. Fantastic. I just want to put another side out there. I know I'm going to get yelled at, and that's okay. I'm ready. I'm
As long as
ready.
you're ready.
Okay. I agree with you, and I agree with the selfishness of it, but I also believe that there are different depths to the marriages. And outside of, the women that are being selfish, there's other things that come into play that that it that takes sex away, i.e. death of a child, or if you guys are like busy and you just don't make time for each other, and then you realize you haven't made time for each other because you're living a married life, but you're also doing things that are separate from each other. And I don't think either party is being selfish. I think that they're just not communicating well. And so I think that there's just different depths to it.
Well, but if the guy, what we're saying is, when you say sexless marriage, we're not saying like they accept it. But what if one still wants the sex and is not getting it though? Like death in the family.
Yeah, that is that is absolutely selfish. I don't think either party should get married and refuse the other one. Whether it be the male or whether it be the female. I think that is quite rude and mean. But I could be looking at it different.
No, you're not.
It is rude and mean.
I know Tamaya's married, so I'm gonna go to you. Your husband say he want it right now. This show is on, got good numbers going. What's gonna happen when he say, look, I'm trying to, them cheeks need to be beaten? What happens?
Bye.
And she turned the camera off and said,
so what do you think keeps women from doing that? Because a lot of these people are complaining, and they're saying it's mostly women. What do you think turns a woman off to a man that she married?
Before I answer, I want to hear what Mel has to say, so we not repeating the same thing. I just want to hear what she has to say real quick.
Well, I'm gonna yield it back to you because you are married, and he wants your perspective as a married woman.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, that's why I switched it up and went to you first, because I said, well, I know the first married woman spoke, so the second one will speak, because y'all have a difference of thinking than a nigga like me, because then I'm gonna go after that. I'm going to Brian.
How long has she been married?
I should never speak.
How long has she been married?
8 years, going on 9 years.
I'm 26 years, going on 27.
Yeah, and this is not my first marriage either. So it's I believe that we're only addressing when it comes to this conversation, people only address one part of this conversation. And it's either what Miss Lyric said, where it's like, oh, they don't have enough time, or something happened, or they're not communicating, or it's like what Mr. Fantastic said, where it's like, oh, the women are just being women and they're just being difficult, et cetera, et cetera. Has anybody ever considered that these niggas don't know what the fuck they're doing with their dick?
Oh my God.
Have they ever?
Oh my God. No, she did not.
That these men do not know how.
No, she did not, Tommy. Ain't no way. This is what she doing.
That little thing down there that
this
gets you going. They don't know how to lick it right. They're not.
This where you taking it, Carmaya?
No.
So listen, why
She went there. He went there.
This what we doing?
Like when a woman,
hold on, Carmaya.
If you say that,
that dingaling got you in the marriage. That dingaling got you in the marriage. That dingaling got you in the marriage, didn't it? It got you enough to marry the nigga, but now you don't like how it feels. You liked how it felt when it was inside of you before you got married to me. You was liking all them feelings. You couldn't get enough of that feeling. You was, give me more, daddy. Give me more.
Okay, hold on. The audience can hear one at a time.
Let me tell you about my husband, okay? My husband was literally asked by one of my friends that we had roommates, right? It was one couple that we were rooming with years ago, right? She asked my husband to talk to that man, to her man, and see if he could teach him some shit because he ain't doing the shit right.
Wait, whoa.
Wait a minute. Wait a
She is
minute.
messing with her, man.
A female that's married come and say, hey, listen, I'm not trying to be in y'all business, but apparently he doing some shit right, and I need him to talk to him because he don't know what the hell he doing. So let me tell y'all something. When we address this subject, when we address this topic, all right, let's address it from all angles, okay, baby girl, I need you to get up out your feelings and go put your mouth on that thing. I need you to go throw it back for a real one. Sweetheart, I need you to get some lessons, honey, because the hole is not there, all right? The hole is up here, all right? You don't lick the lip, you lick the ball, baby. You get the ball right there, the little tiny piece right there. That's what you do.
You don't want to get cooked, so you just gonna keep rambling.
And y'all want to be mad because he's
rambling.
Oh, I don't want to lay with this man. It's not pleasurable.
You married him though.
Do you know want someone to explain?
But how can these things be justified if you married him?
Okay, hold on, Carmine. You gotta let CJ rebuttal.
Okay, go ahead, CJ. I'm sorry.
Just because you talk a lot don't mean you're gonna be right. Now, why did you wait till you was married to tell this man how to have sex with you? That makes zero sense. And then why? And then you over there telling your friends that your man blowing your back out, and you letting her talk to your man, teaching him what?
No,
that's what.
I'm sorry.
Well, hold on, Carmine. You gotta let him finish. You gotta let him finish, Carmine.
Let me finish.
My bad.
So y'all wasting your time with men that's not blowing y'all back out, marrying these niggas, and then finally saying, you know what? He wasn't doing it right the whole time. But before y'all got married, I bet he was in them cheeks every day. He wasn't doing no complaining. He was getting what he wanted until y'all got married. The problem is y'all finally get what y'all want, which is the marriage, which is control over this nigga. Now you don't gotta do much for him. You don't want to give him no cheeks. You don't want to cook for him. You don't want to cook clean for him. Y'all don't want to do anything for the man. That's the problem. It ain't that his dick didn't work. His dick was working fine.
Thank you.
Get that man a round of applause.
You said a whole lot of nothing. You
give
said
that man a round of applause.
At all.
Round two.
Maya, hold on before you go. Before you go, I don't know. CJ might have been.
Right, yeah, get that man a round of applause. Yeah, get that man a round of applause. Yeah, he cooking right now.
Nah,
Chef Boyardee.
He wasn't cooking a damn thing.
Chef Boyardee.
Now,
hey,
that's Chef Boyardee right now.
That nigga was right.
Hold on. How is it that these pookies, these men that ain't got shit to their name, can take them females that y'all complaining about and have them on lock?
But why would you marry a person?
Yeah, why? Yeah.
Hold on. Let her finish.
They know what they doing in the bed, and y'all asses don't.
So why is y'all marrying a niggas that don't know what they doing?
You asked a question. You asked him a question though, Carmine.
Hold on.
Ask the question.
How is it that these pookies and these Ray-Rays can get the damn job done and don't require shit?
Here we go.
Look,
they're fucking for a job. They need a place to stay. That's they
yeah. Listen, let me hold on. Tag me in, goddamn it. Tag me in.
Do you know what begging is?
Tag me in.
All right.
Listen, baby. Motherfucking resident Scorpio, motherfucking professional pussy pleaser over here, baby. I ain't never struggled.
Oh my God.
I ain't never struggled. We secure over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Tall, handsome chocolate, the real THC. Don't motherfucking play with me. I get tired of y'all acting like the only niggas that's real fuckers out here is the fucking Pookies and Ray-Rays. Get the fuck out of here, shawty. All right.
Fuck out of here.
I give bitches addictions, okay? You hear me? All right? And you know how we spelling it.
Fantastic. I hear you, Mr.
Yo, she must ain't never seen the movie Nerds. Yo, she must ain't never seen the movie Nerds.
Hold on. Fantastic. Not done. Hold on.
No, real quick. So a lot of the times what you find out when you really do this shit for real, most women don't even understand their own motherfucking bodies. For one,
that's right.
Okay,
that's another.
A lot of women don't understand their own motherfucking bodies, and if you marry a nigga that's not satisfying you from the get go, you setting yourself and that man up for failure. Okay. So again, baby, it's on the woman, because before she motherfucking signed that contract, she could have told that man how she liked to have it thrown back. You feel me? So listen what we talking about here, man, baby. Listen. First and foremost, all right, us secure niggas, all right, know how to drop some good dick off too. I'm sorry. Great. Okay. Type shit. You me? So y'all gotta stop playing with this shit, man. Like the only niggas that know how to motherfucking get to the bottom of that pussy is these motherfucking drug dealer, killer, gorilla niggas. I'm done.
Excellent job. Excellent job. Fantastic.
Okay. So
Hold on, let's listen. Hold on, real quick, Carmine.
Yeah, and I tried to say
something. Hold on, let Lyric speak. Let a lady. She been.
I'll let Lyric go, but he must have said, "Hey, CJ, I don't know what it is." Miss Van Dyke might have been saying something that she felt, because she got quiet and say, "Okay, you're right."
Quiet.
she let him land. Hey, no, go ahead.
With dark skin.
I don't know why they treat me like that, Tommy.
Oh yeah, because you have dark
I'm
skin.
staying out of this. I'm staying out of it. Go ahead, Larry.
I don't understand, like, when you're dating somebody, there is also there's vetting, right? So you're talking to them, you're getting to know them. When you got, a lot of people don't enter into marriage without sleeping with them first. Like we don't really have that type of humbleness to us anymore. So why would you even marry somebody that you were saying is not, like Mr. Fantastic said, pleasurable in the first place? And then who is Pookie and Ray Ray? Like, why do they have to be drawn in? I'm just saying, why do they have to be pulled into this? Because what if that's not what you're going for? Why even bring them up?
So okay, so let's be clear. Yes, we understand there's women out here that will lay with these men, but when you're talking about those few times before marriage, so women could want quickies, they could want to just be hitting it from the back or whatever. They could want certain things before they actually get into a marriage. When you're in a marriage, especially as long as you said, you're going to want versatility. You're going to want something that's going to be like where you're not doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. That stuff gets dead. So you're going to want to know, like, okay, is this person spontaneous? Is this person open to different things? Is this person, like really a freak? You can't really vet that before you get married like that, because a lot of times people are not waiting 10 years just to get married. Those are like those, smaller cases where women are engaged for 10 years and,
Well, I hope no
5
one's
years,
staying
whatever.
engaged that long. Yeah, I hope no one's staying engaged that long. But there are so many different levels of stimulation. Also, sometimes people might not be pleasurable physically, but they're going to stimulate you mentally. There's so many things that can happen that's going to play into that. I can't speak like Fantastic spoke about getting to the bottom of things, but what I can say is that there you are going, once you truly, if you really want to know somebody and you truly get to know them, a simple touch on the arm can send you places long before you guys get to the bedroom and your clothes come off. So I think that I'm misunderstanding like where you're going with your point.
Yeah, I'm pretty much speaking straight to the sexless marriages.
I'm talking about sexless marriages as well.
Right. I'm not talking about intimacy that can lead into the sex. I'm talking about the reason why there are sexless marriages. If women are the ones that are controlling whether or not the man is getting the sex or not, I feel that we should strongly consider that a lot of y'all homeboys out here, not you, CJ, or you, Mr. Fantastic, or any of y'all on the panel, because it's never nobody on the panel, but people that we know do not know what they're doing. And these women, they're not just saying that they don't know what they're doing. They're not willing to go further. They're not willing to be open-minded. Let's just say, okay, you got with somebody, but they never ate you out. and yet you
She literally
would
making
like
this
to
up
be
though.
even
She
out,
making this
like to
up.
be.
Like, how is she
Hey,
just making
hold
this
on. You
up?
gotta let him have it.
Example. I'm just giving you an example. Let's just say you want to explore that. You want to
You
start
making this-
exploring oral sex. He don't want to do that, but you do. So that could bring a rift in that area, in that department, where the woman may not be wanting to do the same thing over and over and over again. But men have a hard time accepting that certain women want to go way further. There's women that I know that be like, they like to be tied up. And then there's men that are like, hell no, what I look like being, tying her up. Or she may want to tie him
Maya,
up. There's
dang,
certain
Maya.
women, hold on. I'm not done. There's
Oh,
certain
my God.
women that say, I've heard that women like to peg men,
Oh
There's
my
certain men
God.
that
Wait
like
a
being
minute.
men,
Wait a
and
minute.
then there's
You
other
expect
women,
us to get
there's other
pegged?
men that
Hold
don't.
on,
Wait a
hold
minute.
on. Blanche is
Listen
in the middle.
to what this is what I'm
Blanche is
saying.
Brian, and then back to
And
you.
there's a huge rift in that department where women are desiring certain things that men aren't, or women are just like, no, I like missionary. I don't want to do all of this extra junk. I just like this. I don't want to put my mouth on you. And then that can cause something else. You know what I mean? It's different things that y'all not considering. That's all I'm
Let him
saying.
rebuttal. Let him rebuttal.
It's really only one thing, and that is sexual attraction. The truth of the matter is, most women don't marry the guy that's their first choice. So the guy that she's sexually attracted to, not the guy she marries. Somebody once told me, when you lay pipe, you can always run water through it. So most women, when they get into these marriages, that guy was never her guy in the first place, because she remembered the guys that blew her back out. It ain't the husband. So she's already conditioned to what this man can't even do because he never did it. We got to be honest about what women are attracted to. Y'all attracted to a certain type of guy sexually, and a certain type of guy for all the other stuff, the family, the stability, and all the other stuff. But the guy women are attracted to, it ain't usually the husband. It's just be honest. And so there's no way you could be having good sex with a man, getting your black blown out, and you stop having sex with him. It's not gonna happen.
And this would go back to me responding to Lyric when she asked why I brought up Pookie and Ray Ray. Those are the men that these women go to first when they in they hot girl and they city girl world, and they in the streets. They go to the Pookies and the Ray Rays because they know, these the ones that's gonna blow it out. These the ones that's gonna do what I need them to do.
But hold on, but
Those are whores.
Most wives are whores, though.
But those are
Hold on.
Most wives are former hoes.
You guys, hold on. Everybody wants some. Just if you ain't in the middle, give it a minute.
Just one more point. So even based on the studies, right? They even talk about how the majority of men aren't even having sex. It's like 20% of the guys get access to all the women. So what I'm saying is, if a woman can cut off sex in a marriage, it's because he ain't the guy she's sexually satisfied to. She's not going to do it. Why would she? One dude said he ain't sex with his wife for 6 years. Like it's not. There's no way you go from getting your black blown out to say I'm gonna be abstinent for 6 years with my husband. It don't work like that. We got to be honest about who women select to marry. The guys that blow the women's backs out, usually you can't get him to commit. And that's just the realness of it. Most guys that are sexually experienced, sexually good, you cannot get them to commit. That's most women. And so she's going to settle for stability over pleasure. But then in the marriage, what happens is you can't do it. Because if he ain't satisfying you, ain't satisfying you. I'm just saying, to me, it's more so attraction, in my opinion.
That's what can I say something? So go ahead, Brian. You want to talk first?
No, you go ahead, Doc.
They be
I can hold my
attracted to the man in the beginning. They just lose attraction for the man. Women are not attracted to the same things that they're attracted to in the beginning. But hold
on. I've got to answer that part of what Blanche said. He said they might have done it more out of obligation to get him, but they wasn't feeling him like that
from the jump.
That happens too. I'm saying that they both happen, but women still are attracted. Some, it's like, I don't know the percentages, but women will get with a man they're attracted to and lose attraction for that man. They still would. Yes, they would stop giving that man sex as well. So we all keep thinking, oh, she wasn't attracted. No, she was attracted to you. She liked you. Women choose men they like and still stop liking those men.
Hold on. Time out. So, turn. I can't see your name. Turn on the. How many
CJ,
women? CJ, how many women have you met in your life that you mess with? Didn't see him for extended amount of time. You can still mess with them. Time pass. You can still you still have access to them sexually.
Yes, because I didn't spend enough time with them for them to lose.
Be careful. You got to get off this show and go live in your house. Be careful.
He said when I do this, I'm cooking. I do. I was like, I don't be doing.
No, I just don't talk about who you still can fuck. You better watch your mouth.
Okay, I don't want to jab you up. But what I'm saying is,
in the house, your girl would cut off sex with you all the time. She cut off sex on and off. You can get it tonight. Yep. Tomorrow you make me mad, you can't get it. And she liked me. She liked me when she got with me. Yep. She's still able to cut that emotion off and that feeling off.
Okay, well, I gotta ask just to throw it out there for everybody. If this is happening and you said somebody was not getting it for 5 years,
6 years,
why are y'all staying? Six. Why are y'all staying? She explained why she won't give it, and y'all asked her why she got married. So now that y'all asked her to put her on the spot, I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. Why y'all staying?
Contractual agreement, divorce. Most men are afraid of a divorce. Public opinion and stuff like that. Family opinion, pressures, other people's opinion. If you need divorce, shaming about marriage failure. A lot of different array of things, but mostly it's about the whole divorce process.
Because men don't.
But the thing about it is, it's still going to happen. It's still happening, regardless if y'all are doing it or not. So, what is the point?
So here's the thing, Maya. Why get married in the first place?
No. She was asking. She said it's going to happen. Meaning, if you know the statistics show she'll get divorced, why are y'all waiting on her to divorce you?
Period.
Exactly.
Bingo.
This is a man problem.
It's a good question,
Brian.
But this is a man problem. This is a problem with men. Men are allowing this to happen. 5 years. I don't go without 5 days without sleeping with my wife. What kind of shit is that? That makes no sense. Here's the problem that we have with just relationships. We don't know how to maintain relationships because everybody in the beginning is all in love and it's all wonderful, it's all new and all of that shit. But then when it gets down to the real deal, everyday living, that's where we fall short, men and women, with the tools on maintaining a relationship. And if you're too fucking stupid to go and get marriage counseling, if you're too fucking stupid to actually communicate with your spouse, men and women alike, that is the problem. There are certain things that are non-negotiables. My wife and I, when we were dating, we had that established. I've never played that game because my daddy taught me that. Don't you never let woman hold no pussy over you. I never did that in no relationship. Bitch get mad at me and don't want to fuck me at 20. Bitch, we done. I don't have to put up with this. I don't give a fuck if I'm 4 pounds or 400 fucking pounds. Men have let this problem become a thing. There is no way that you should be out working, providing, and doing all of this shit, and your woman talking about what the fuck what she holding back from you. That's your problem. That's your fault that you're allowing that. And yes, like to what Fantastic was saying about you don't want to get a divorce, you don't want to do that. I get that too. If my wife today told me, as much as I fucking love her and my family and my children, if she told me today that this ain't working, my heart's gonna fucking break into 1,000 pieces. But then we're gonna have the conversation on how we gonna dissolve this shit. And motherfucking Redmond Incorporated is about to motherfucking go through a mass undertaking. We're done. Let's figure it out and let's make it amicable before shit get ugly. That's what you should do. You don't sit back and let no woman hold something. As much as sex is important to men, why would you let somebody hold that back from you?
It goes back to what Blanche said, though. It goes what Blanche said, though. And most men are in a deficit, in a scarcity mindset when it comes to sex. So it being the fact of the matter that, and he's definitely correct, in most cases, vast majority of cases, the woman is not marrying the man that she truly wants, and the man is her highest sexual desire. It's the man that gives the best security and the dude she feels like is safest with. So
and a man that does that And a man that brings that, a man should have his non-negotiables that he establishes with that woman. Because a woman will get married for a motherfucker because the nigga, hey, he got this, or he can do that, or he can give me this, or provide me that. True indeed. And he might not be the one that knocks her socks off. But at the end of the day, that man should still have enough within himself. Men in general should have enough within themselves where, hey, we're going to do this thing.
Let me speak. Please let me speak.
Well, men can do it. Just give me 20 seconds. Men should have enough wherewithal within them to say, I know who I am and what I'm bringing to the table, and I understand what I'm providing for you, and here is what I need for you to provide for me. And there is no negotiating in that.
Okay, Still Lying said he ain't been getting no pussy from his wife in a long time. Go ahead, tell us about
it. Well, this is what happened to me in my situation. Now, this was a few years ago. This was like maybe 10 years ago. Me and my wife, we had been together for like 10 years at the time. And yes, she had just stopped having sex with me. So I even came and told her, I said, baby, what's going on? We ain't having sex. You know what I mean? What's going on? She's like, nothing. It's just, you know, I'm tired, whatever. So, you know what I mean? Time passed. Like maybe a couple of weeks passed and we still haven't had sex. So I'm like, babe, if you don't give me some sex, I'm going to get it somewhere else. I guess she didn't believe me because I went and did it. And then she found the text messages and shit on my phone. And like I was sleeping and she went through my phone. She found the text messages. She punched me in my fucking face while I was sleeping and shit. Well, she took the kids to her father's house, came back while I was sleeping, punched me in my fucking face, woke me up and shit, right? And she's like, what's this bitch on the phone? What's this bitch on the phone? At first I lied about it. But now I was like, well, wait a minute. I told you that if you chose not to have sex with me for a certain amount of time, I was going to go and find sex somewhere else because I love you too much to leave you and we got these kids, so I'm not going to throw it away. But if you don't have sex with me, I'm going somewhere else to find it. She didn't believe me. This, I went and did it. She's trying to accuse me of cheating.
Why wouldn't you just go to counseling? Why wouldn't you make that as a non-negotiable? Say, hey, look, if we can't go to counseling and figure this out, if we can't go to counseling and figure this out, then we need to change the parameters of our relationship because this shit is not going to work for me. I don't understand why men have to go and hide in the fucking bushes and do all this covert bullshit over something that is a basic necessity for men. That's like a motherfucker telling you you can't fucking eat. It's in our nature. It's in our fucking genes. Why would you allow a motherfucker to put you in the corner?
Brian, I want y'all to say this. Brian is actually right. If this girl won't give you no pussy, you go ask her. You should wait. You should go to counseling. You should, sir. You should go to counseling. Wait, please. You should go to counseling. CANCELLING. You should counsel that bitch.
You want another nigga to go tell your girl to give you some sex. What? If I think this sex out of her, I'm gonna go to another nigga to go tell her, hey,
man, I refuse to have a third party talk about the lack of pussy I'm getting. Goddamn it, I refuse. Baby, listen. And are you gonna let Fantastic? Are you gonna let your woman, your wife, whoever, put you in the corner where you ain't getting no pussy? No, Brian, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with Still Lying, bro. Listen, I never had that issue when I was married. I never had that issue again because that's all I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this, right? I would let it be known for every woman that deals with me. Hey, look, baby, we ain't playing motherfucking hide and go seek with the pussy, baby. If you once it's up, it's up. Okay, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But Brian, I think you're speaking from a place that most men don't have that cachet and don't have that gravity. And I don't think that's what we understand. A lot of men marry just for that purpose, for access to sex. Right? She said they can't. My bad. Somebody talking. I think he might be good. What does that mean?
He accused me of cheating.
You know, got him all messed up. His Wi-Fi ain't even working.
What you mean?
Just let me finish this, right? I think so.
Like a good story that we want to hear.
The hardest part for me to understand, for real. A lot of times I thought women was just talking shit. Shout out to Kamaya, right? I thought women was just talking shit about men, right? And that niggas ain't shit, and niggas don't know how to fuck, and niggas got fucking micro penises and shit. until I saw the first micro penis, right? You know what I'm saying? The shit was literally like motherfucking what was the movie with the fucking Asian dude?
Oh, you
The Hangover.
The Hangover. Real shit, bro. Y'all know white men don't know, they don't have good towel etiquette, right? So pause. And in motherfucking locker room, this motherfucker had the nerve to have his motherfucking, you know, towel on his shoulder, and all I saw was pubic hair. And I was like, unintentionally not trying to see it. I had to double take. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Who let this woman in here?
Mr. Fantastic tried doing several autopsy over the course of 11 years. Like, you'll be a you wouldn't be amazed.
But lyric as we think a lot of women, because even if you got the biggest dick in the world, your dick is little once a bitch done dealing with you, right? Even if you was the best nigga ever, you ain't shit once she stopped dealing with you.
Yeah.
So
Mr. Fantastic is letting y'all know he's a grower, not a shower. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, man. Shout out to the growers, baby. It's magical. Magical.
No, that's real though.
Like Jack and the Beanstalk in this motherfucker. Jack and the
But that's the thing, you know. It's like as a man, why would you? I don't. It's like that's how I said it's a man problem, and this is something that men need to understand. You got to stand on that shit, because at the end of the day, if you just think about it, why would she pick you? And then why would she pick you, stay with you for 10 years in a sexless marriage, 5 years, 5 months, whatever.
Brother, you are preaching,
and
brother.
And then who gets punched in the face?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Punched in the face after not getting what?
Can I say something?
If you're doing that and putting yourself in that position, you gonna lose anyway. So the fact that you don't wanna rebuild, nigga, you a builder. And that's the problem.
But Brian, I think
that.
But Brian, what saddens me to hear your position and to hear you speaking on that, and then others on the panel, I do think that they agree. I think the very sad part is that a man loses his voice. Like, you get in this relationship and you want it, and as the man, you're supposed to assert that dominance. You're supposed to say, like you said, these are my non-negotiables. This is what's going to happen, regardless of if you say no. Well, if you're saying no, I'm going to walk away. It saddens me to think that they just lose their voice. Like, how swift are they losing their voices, that this dominance of the woman is taking over?
Well, can we talk about
women?
If y'all can wait 1 second, can we talk about that? Y'all jump in and get it. I just want to add a layer to this. Men appear to be, because I hear how Kamaya's talking, I hear how Mr. Fantastic's talking. Isn't there a layer of fear that men are going through in these relationships to where, well, we can't go to counseling? Somebody in the comment section, I can't say that because I counsel people, so I cannot tell him that you lose your male dominance. But he said that. He said if you let another person come in and tell y'all what to do in a relationship, you lose your male dominance. You had this brother who came to his wife and said, basically he was pleading to give some, and he gave this threat, and everybody has done the threat of something. If you don't give me this, then I will do this. So that means he was trying his best to negotiate, and it seemed like it was out of fear, and the fear was realized once she realized he did something. It became violence. Is fear a level that black men have of black women, which makes sex be something that she can hold over him?
I think so, because they see it from their mothers.
They have gotten it from not having fathers and not having that male presence in their lives. And what I'm saying to you is, I don't want people to get the idea of thinking that marriage counseling will fix all your problems. That is not the case. Sometimes therapy and things like that is meant to just get you to a place of community. Because a lot of times we are in relationships, whether they are with, husband and wife or friends, whatever the case may be, where there's no clear understanding on what it is that you are on as a man and what she's on as a woman. And you may need counseling to do that, but once you know what it is. And it's like nothing is going to last forever, and you can try to work on it to make the most out of it, but you should never be open to living a life to where you're not getting any level of fulfillment out of it, to where you're saying something that is innate in you, in your raw nature, in your very DNA, is going to be denied by another motherfucker at the end of the day. And I'm not just saying this just to throw it out there, but There are more women on this planet than men. And the dude that Fantastic saw in the shower with a micro penis ain't the first motherfucker with a micro penis. Motherfucking the dude that killed himself, whatever, that was exploiting all the women. What was his name? Jeffrey Epstein, whatever the fuck. They said his fucking dick was mangled, like it looked like a fucking lemon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, Puffy.
Oh, Puffy is tiny as well.
All I'm saying is, a man, no matter what you go through, don't be afraid.
That ain't true though. It's
your
first of all,
options
hold
to
on
the
real quick,
degree to where you don't have nothing. That's insane.
It's more men on the planet than women. It's like 51 to 49 men's side. And yeah, that's a fact.
That's not true.
It's the inverse.
It's not true.
It's like I looked it up. I just looked it up like a week ago. I just looked it up like a week ago.
You can't make that point off a lie. That's not true.
It is the inverse. I just looked it up like a
real
week
quick,
ago.
Hold on, real quick. I did ask Google more men or women in the world. AI overview says there are slightly more men than women in the world today, with a global ratio of roughly 101 men for every 100 women.
Okay.
Hey, you see?
I learned.
That's what you needed. You needed the person to do exactly what you did. You saw the two people arguing, and all you did was say, "Let's settle this," and then y'all move on. That's exactly how they're supposed to do it. But go ahead. But I was sitting up there thinking, I think we may be thinking the United States versus the world.
More men in the United States too, Tommy.
You're lying, serious?
Yes.
Wow, when did it?
That had to be a change, bro.
Yeah. Somebody called me goofy for saying that in the chat, though. Y'all
nice.
And what was the point y'all was making? Oh, my memory is messed up. All right, I'm go. When I catch
you don't know what to do when you're right.
Quick interjection.
Y'all glossing over what Mr. Fantastic said.
Quick interjection.
Go ahead.
I did Google more men or women in the United States. There are slightly more women than men in the U.S.
All right, awesome. All right.
Now you overplayed your hand, bitch. Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying. That's exactly what it just showed me too, right here.
All right.
Did the shit in Claude.
Blanche, what was you saying, Blanche?
Okay, this is what I was saying, right? Mr. Fantastic said about the type of God. Do y'all realize that most men are not like you, Brian? Most men are not like Tommy. Most men take what they can get. So when they get into a marriage, they're not getting into a marriage with their chest poked out. They get into a marriage thinking, God, they got the woman and she knows it. This is why I said he already knows that she got the upper hand once he marries her, because she knows this dude. She's like, put it this way, without her, he's out here struggling.
So isn't that going back to what I said? They have a fear of this woman?
Yes, because when she leaves, what's he gonna do?
He got to start over. He got to get pussy from scratch.
God, dog.
And then he might not get it. Do you guys remember that woman that turned in? She didn't turn into a man, but she did a study. She did a study.
I remember.
Yeah, she ended up getting herself up out of here. She ended up sending herself to the upper room. And all these you know, these lady lovers out here, you know what I mean? These women that like women are very disgruntled right now because they see the shit that men got to put up with fucking women.
Mm-hmm. I'll wait for Elliot.
But Fantastic, did you see that woman that I'm talking about? Did you see how? Did you see the interview when she talked about how? There was a book as well when she talked about how lonely it was, like being how much she got ignored. She said it just and it just sent her into a depression to where she self-eliminated.
But Lyric, I'm glad you brought it up. Lyric, the same way we were saying like with Brian, right? People really don't understand just how hard men have it for real. We have a lot of like personal bias, and we thinking, oh man, I'm out here getting pussy. It is not that hard, and so on and so forth. So it's easy for man. I'm telling you, most men are operating at a deficit. And I only learned this shit once I started doing content for real.
Facts.
Most dudes can't just, they don't have, several different women that they can call at any given time to have vagina from. A lot of these men are operating from a deficit of where they're not, women don't desire them. And I told you, it's 80-20 rule across the board. With black women, it's fucking 90-10 or 95-5. Now, he jumped on Kamaya, but Kamaya didn't lie.
Yeah.
Black women like an archetype even more so than physical attributes. So a nigga's like the lifestyle is even more important than how good he looks a lot of the time.
Exactly.
We the only motherfuckers having this conversation about the motherfucking doctor and the lawyer and the street nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard no
Yeah.
white woman, no Asian woman, no Arab woman, no other fucking woman talking about this dumbass shit.
Right. And you're
that's my
absolutely
thing. It's
right.
like
And I
getting
think
out.
that,
That's why I said it that way, because I want niggas to get out the fucking box. And it's like you don't understand.
But they
what's
trying to
out
get
there
in some
until
box.
You,
Yeah.
you don't understand
we
what's
trying
out
to
there
argue.
until you get out there, so that you can get into a box that's for you and that's gonna work for you.
But
That's all that's the place where I'm coming from with it, because we don't understand that which was just said. Motherfuckers don't understand what's actually out here for them, because they're so used to being in this one little lane and looking to see if they can just try to survive, like you said, on a 95.5 fucking percentile.
I still want to hear from these women though. I want to hear from these women. We're arguing women. I want to hear from them, and we have not got a chance to hear from Melanie. But go ahead, Lyric. But I do want to hear from you, Melanie. That all this flying around that they talking, because Kamaya asked you at the beginning, and you snuck your way out of it. We go back to you now. But I want to Lyric go, and then I want to hear from you though. Go ahead, Lyric. You were trying to say?
Oh, I just was saying that I think that it's a sad place to be in when you're dominated by your wife or your person that you're with for a long time, and you don't have a voice at all. You can't talk, and then you're restricted from things. I think that that's a very cold place to live, and I couldn't imagine it. When Mr. Fantastic said that he didn't understand the certain level of things until he was a bit older, I didn't fully understand the silence of men until my son reached 30. And then when I realized that he didn't have anybody to talk to, because everybody was automatically, there was a bias, towards him as soon as he got finished talking, because everything had to have been his fault. So to be just that listener and not try to prescribe to him, because I don't fully know what he's going through. I can give him advice, but I can barely give him advice, because I haven't been there. I can't say that I've been there. And I think that that's just a terrible place to be. So to be dominant like yourself, Mr. Fantastic, or Brian, or Tommy, and all you other gentlemen, that is a place that a lot of men don't live in, and they don't know how to live in it, because it's one thing to be a certain character on these streams, and then to assert that same character in real life.
I will say I'm gonna go through it to Melanin, but I will say I try my best to be as honest to people as possible. They may be dominant and stuff like that. I don't think that I am. I actually would not probably fit the mold of I just tell you you're gonna give me this ass and you give it to me. I've just kind of gotten lucky and just dated hoes, and it's kind of that's their profession. But go ahead, Melanie.
No.
Lord Jesus, what is the question? What is the question?
I had a profession. God damn.
How did we get there? Tommy, how did we get there?
Hey,
Tommy. But listen, Tommy. The way you speak, right? 99% of men don't have the balls to talk like you. I'm just telling you. So even if a woman looks at you, you're gonna stand out for other guys because you're just brutally honest. Most men aren't. Most men are gonna tuck their tail and be quiet so they can have access to the woman. I'm telling you, I'll be going on YouTube reading these comments. These guys are getting slaughtered. When I say slaughtered, I know I saw a guy, his wife sleeps with him one time a year. And this dude literally said, I'm staying for my children. I said, man, you are crazy. I will say I'm going out for cigarettes and would never come back.
But it goes back to what me and Mr. Fantastic was saying, though. There's a fear that man thinks even though I'm only getting this pussy once every 5 years, if I leave her, what's the number going to be after that?
Right. And who's gonna pay attention to him?
Yes, because it's in his head. If the woman I marry won't fuck me, who will?
Yes, who knows, like me and Mr. Fantastic was just talking about, it takes a long time for women to even pay attention to somebody. Look how long take yourself, for example. If you fancy someone, I know no one uses that word anymore, but just hear me out. If you fancy someone, how long did it take you to even get her attention? And then once you got it, what all did you have to do to keep it? so that she wouldn't look somewhere else. And so this is what we're talking about. Like right now, this is what we have to remember. So he might accept that one time a year because he's thinking to himself, I can go open the door for somebody. Going to go back to the chivalrous conversation that Melanin was having, and they won't even say thank you. They won't even look past my shoes. Like they're not looking at me in the eyeball. I couldn't imagine living a life to where nobody will look me in my eyeballs for 20, 30, 15 years. Like what?
But
Melanin,
men don't know how to take L. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
well, I just wanted to. I was going to answer the question. Melanin, you were the guy. You're not feeling him anymore. From the woman's standpoint, if you were attracted to him and now you're not, what would you think makes a woman? I don't know if it's ever happened to you, so that hopefully if you have a personal anecdote, then you can. But what would make you not want this guy anymore? And what would make you stay with said guy that you don't want? And I'm going to add a little bit on top of it. If I said to you, most of the time, if a woman's not sleeping with her husband, she's sleeping with someone, what percentage of that would you say is true?
I would say that would be the majority of women. I can't put a number on it, but a majority of women. So I feel like the only time that a woman is not really satisfied with the person that she's with is when she has too many previous partners to compare it to.
Ooh.
There for a good time and not a long time. What was the other part of the question that you asked me?
What would compel that woman to still stay with that man? Because in order to have a sexless marriage, the people are staying.
We know why they stay, because I'm going to get the insurance, your death insurance. I'm going to get the house. My name is on a lot of stuff. We're married. Even if you try to leave me, I'm getting probably half of everything because we have no prenup. So I can weaponize this, as Mr. Fantastic said, pussy against you. So I will. And I'm better. Most of the time, women are better at cheating than men. So I'm going to go out and get my rocks off and you not even know it.
Yeah.
Can I say
and I would say this. It's like men have not been, men today, a lot of men today have not been raised how to take L's, how to take wins and losses. It ain't going to always be up. And sometimes you got to realize that you might be down. You might be the one losing today. And it's like as much, and that's the thing. It's like, as much as I love my family, I love my wife, I understand that tomorrow it could all go bad. And I'm not going to be in a position to where I'm not living to where I'm just, well, I got to hold on. I got to try to do. It's what it's going to be. Because in most cases, and what a lot of men don't understand, it's going to be that anyway.
Yes.
It's going to wind up being that anyway. So you got to understand that you got to take them L's and them wins as they come, but don't ever put yourself in a position to where you can't have. Fill in the blank. That's all I'm trying to get across to you. There's a lot of men that's in that situation.
I've been waiting for
my bad, CJ. Go ahead, brother.
Hold on, CJ. I was going to let you go, but I got to say one thing to Blanche before I let you go. Don't you ever thank this man again. If you do, I don't care if he give you $1,000. You better tell him thank you, SD.
Slim Daddy is crazy.
Right.
That's crazy work.
Wow. You better never thank this man like this again in your motherfucking life. Don't you ever write it. As soon as you type this and look at it, you should say, ooh, that don't sound like us flicking. Go ahead, CJ.
I think we all know by now that men love more than women. And you know who especially know this? Women know this. So women.
Hey, Tommy, I'm gonna need you to stop highlighting Neek Speaks. I don't know who the hell Neek Speaks is. You need to stop highlighting her, goddamn.
So
yeah, Neek ready for action, boy. I've been saying Neek ready for action. That's why everything she write, I'm like, I'm trying to find a way to put something she said up there.
So women always say they lose themselves in a relationship. But y'all know who really lose themselves when they get in a relationship? It's the man. It's us that's losing ourselves. We can't be who we were. The relationship lost. Women get to do everything they used to do plus more once they get into that relationship. The men is a fraction of themselves when they get into that relationship. I had a man tell me, and he was no homo. He got women, Like I used to work at a strip club. The ladies was on them. He told me a girl wasn't giving him sex in his house. He said he went to jack off in the bathroom. She got mad that he jacked off. I said, ain't no fucking way. This bitch is controlling you jacking off?
Yes.
The shit is incredible.
Jesus.
Wait, what?
Yes.
These women have become tyrants.
They tyrants.
No, not
There ain't
tyrants.
no way. My girl get mad if my girl don't give me
Hold on,
sex.
there's women that get mad if you watch porn. There's women that get mad.
They get mad about everything. They trying to. We're losing ourselves. We lose.
I'm gonna start talking to y'all like these feminists. Where are y'all meeting these women?
Yeah, man, listen, bro.
They terrible people. I say if my girl don't give me sex, I might jack off right next to her. Get mad if you want to. I
Yeah,
don't
bro, listen,
care.
bro. You not listen.
Ain't
no way.
Because you don't want to give me
finna
sex. Don't mean I'm not getting this nut off. I agree with Brian on that point. But
ain't no way you finna control my nuts not with you if you're not making me nut, goddamn. Hey, listen, you gotta stop somewhere. Hey, bitch, you finna turn on Chris Benoit in this motherfucker. Hell going on around here, bitch. Listen, man.
Come on,
Brian, man. Brian as a married man, bro, is again the archetype that most married men need to handle. But again, Brian, most men don't have it in them, brother. I say this all the time because a lot of married niggas like to brag about being married. And I'm like, nigga, coming from a formerly married nigga, every fucking
Are you
marriage
happily married?
ain't.
You can brag about being married. Are you happily married?
Every fucking marriage is good till it ain't. Your motherfucking wife can wake up tomorrow and say, nigga, I don't want to do this no more. And you got no motherfucking power.
And that's exactly. But what you just said right there is what men need to hear, and that's why I said it the way I said it, because men need to understand that part. What you think you trying to hold on to, what you think you trying to save, and what you are afraid to lose, it ain't yours to have anyway. If it ain't you,
Brian,
it ain't
but what
you.
I'm telling you, Brian,
So you got to be in the space to get to a space to where you can accept that.
But Brian, that's what I'm saying. That goes back to Blanche's point, Brian. Niggas don't. So we say this all the time. Women control sex, men control relationships, right? In the process of marriage, control marriage, right? Niggas don't understand that marriage is a trap for men. That's all it is. It's fucking pseudo control. It's the optics of control. Nigga, once you sign that contract, nigga, she got all the power. She the factor like a motherfucker.
Kamar, married. Kamar, you started all this. You were being real mean, talking shit to men and about how they can't fuck, their dick game ain't good. You gonna fuck their brother. I mean, you was out there with it.
Fantastic added. They got little itty bitty micro dicks.
Whoa, I didn't add the little dicks in there. That's what
the little doors.
You might have added that nigga.
But I gotta ask you then. When you talk when they're talking about with men and with how men are afraid, do y'all women know you have a lot of men fearing y'all? Because I actually was in a relationship with a girl. It was a long time ago, and I can tell you what my situation was. I thought she was just so beautiful that I was lucky to be with her, much less fuck her. So we would go places, and I was scared to ask for the pussy. So if she didn't give it to me, we didn't sleep with each other. And it went a long time for us not sleeping with each other. And I was afraid to bring it up because I was like, well, I'm just lucky to be with her. If I ask this bitch for some pussy, she might tell me, get the fuck out. I ain't even lying. That's what I was thinking. So I was afraid to ask. Do y'all know y'all got niggas in that position because you know this nigga would like some of this pussy and you not giving it to him on purpose and you still calling yourself this man's girl. You still calling yourself this man's wife. Why would you do that to a man? I'm just asking. Why would you do that?
So this is the thing. It's a very, these situations are very nuanced. But I will say this as a woman, we know, like we don't know until we know. So like whenever y'all are at y'all peak of being fearful, like, oh, let me not do the wrong thing, then it's like we pick up like, oh, he kind of scared. Okay, well, let me see how far I can go with it. And so women start getting manipulative with it to see how far can they go with your
They shit test us all the time, Tommy. That's what they do. That's all they do. Shit test us. I'm gonna do this.
Let her rock.
Because 9 times out of 10, the woman was scared too. So once we pick up, oh wait, you scared too? Well, let me see if you're more scared than me. If you're more scared than me, then I could probably get more out of you. So if I'm like, oh, you're not doing what I need you to do, then that's when the threats start coming into play. Well, I'm gonna leave, or I'm gonna do this. And then once they show that, nah, babe, like, no, look, you know what, you know what, it's cool, I got this, or whatever. Then it's like their fear starts going down, and they start saying, oh, you really care about this shit. So if you really piss them off, then women will take it to where they're, you know what I mean? Like domineering.
They do the same thing with child custody.
So women are like Rogue on X-Men. These bitches are sucking all the energy out of you, gaining energy at the same time.
Succubus is a thing for real, Tommy. And hey,
that's the crazy part.
Come on, just real quick, love. Again, fellas, come on, just real quick.
Like you be bouncing off of each other. It's weird.
So listen, man, fellas. I hope you remember this great poet. He said, a wise man once said, let's say I'm in the room with a bitch and the holder won't fuck like a man. I'm gonna beat my meat and get my fucking nut for show.
So she gonna be drove in. I'm gonna turn
cut the TV off and go to sleep on that whole end. All right, nigga, you better, hey, nigga, that's nigga, okay,
juvenile.
All right, listen, nigga, hey. Listen, nigga, you was beating your meat before you got piece of pussy, nigga. You better keep some Jergens and Lubriderm ready, nigga. And keep a side bitch on the side. Bitch, I beat down.
I keep it ready.
Tommy's diabolical.
And I did want to speak to.
I'm ready right now, nigga.
Say the word, bitch. Say the word.
Hey, what they say? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Hey, and bitch, I'm putting it on your back.
And I'm putting it on your back. I didn't want to say that part. Fantastic. I didn't want to say that.
Hey, I'm gonna throw that shit on you like it's Silence of the Lambs.
With the money back, bitch, don't play with me.
God, no.
I want to speak to Brian's point though, when he was talking about like, you know, the counseling and stuff like that. Counseling only works whenever it helps the people to like open up to themselves. Like once they see like, okay, what do we need this person here for? It pretty much pushes them into like, well, all I'm really trying to say is this. And then, well, why you ain't never said that? Well, I really just want some head, you know, like, it's like, it puts you in a position where it's like, look how stupid this shit is. We really need somebody to come and sit here and baby us and be like, well, what do you think? And then, oh, well, what do you think? Like, it'll just put you in that position where it's like, nigga, how the hell we not talking to each other? We've been married how long? So it's like, it's not so much that counseling don't really work. It works, but to help you to talk to them instead of being like, oh, he doesn't do for me, and oh, she doesn't have sex with me. It's like, nigga, just tell it to them. Y'all talk to each other. If that's
it's about getting an understanding for yourself, so that you can have an understanding between two people. And sometimes having that third party involved can help do that. But there still needs to be those ground rules and those foundational things set in place. A lot of times we make the mistake of getting in relationships for the wrong reasons. And if we are not trained and we don't have the tools to establish those things, those problems, when they do arise, it's imminent failure because you don't know how to do that. You can't even tell niggas to go to the doctor. Niggas supposed to go, if you ain't going to the doctor once a year to take care of your physical man, to your physical body. Women ain't going to gynecologists, take care of their physical body themselves. How can I have an expectation of you going to do right by me when you ain't even doing right by yourself? You won't even check to make sure your shit is okay. But I'm supposed to just entrust you with my happiness and my fulfillment in life? That doesn't make sense. But it's because it's so much that we just don't know when it comes to relationships and communication, period, to where that's why those things are just causing constant failures in our lives. And
why is nobody answering then? Why are there so many relationships that people are in that it seems like they don't want to be in? I'm hearing so many relationship discussions, but these people sound fucking miserable, which is why Tinder stay making money. The same bitches be on Tinder 3 months ago, be on that motherfucker again. You fuck this bitch and she's swiping right in 3 more weeks. What I heard. If you
It's the devil that you know.
But I'm saying, like, why are people constantly? Is it this want? Because here's what I think about women, and y'all women can tell me if I'm wrong. I think that women get kind of like what you said. I think women get bored a lot. And I don't even think it has anything to do with sex. They think it can have the best pipe game on earth. I think women get bored, and for some odd reason, they want to switch. Because it's a lot of niggas out here with great dick, and they'll tell you they've got it cheated on. It doesn't make sense. This bitch wouldn't fuck someone else. She didn't have to. Is a lot of the problem here that women can't stay still?
Yes, it's women's
and,
fault.
and they don't have consequences and repercussions. When you know that your ass is gonna fuck around, it's just like how when women leave, most of the time they holding on to one branch and they reaching for the next one, so that they won't be without, because they'll never go and stand on their own and climb that tree again and get that next vine and move on. So they holding on to this because they think the grass is greener, because they never suffer consequences for making the wrong choice. Since they're from the time they're born, they get to do that. So when they and if that's the person that you want to entrust to run a relationship, to be in charge and to have the keys, that's why I said it's a man problem. You don't let a motherfucker who ain't never struggled, who ain't never suffered a loss, be the motherfucker that's responsible for you to be able to survive. That makes no sense. It's just like how politicians talk shit about motherfuckers going to war and shit. And y'all ain't never put on the jersey and ain't never been on the front line. I get the fuck out my face. You trying to tell me I need to go fight and die for some shit when I done been in this shit before. It ain't that easy. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Blanche, hold on, we let Blanche jump in there. Blanche, do women get bored? And did I, with the relationship I was in, did I give Rogue all my power? Did I turn her into a superwoman by honestly telling her how great she was and showing her how I thought she was the best looking thing in the world? Did that kind of make her be like, oh, if you think that way of me, maybe I need to get somebody else that don't think that way of me? Because women kind of get bored.
Yes, I think women do get bored, especially with men they don't respect.
Ooh.
And again, I'm gonna say this, and y'all men know this. There are women that you could call up right now and you can still knock it down. Why? Because you knocked it down. I'm just trying to tell y'all. So a woman ain't letting that go, because you look at the numbers. Only 20% of women can climax through penetration. That means 80% of women are not climaxing through sex. So if you make a woman climax, you are in a rare class. So if she doesn't respect you, it's easier for her to play these games with you. And it is what it is. Now, do they get bored? Yes, they get bored. Tommy, the moment you tell it, we put her, not just you, we've all probably done it in our lives, put them on a pedestal. We don't want to, ruffle any feathers. She knows it, and she gonna terrorize you because it's her nature to do so. And guess what? It's biological. Her nature says, I'm going to weed out the weak males to find the strong ones.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? What I tell men is, be the strong guy. Don't be the weak guy. Don't be the simp. Be that guy. And guess what? Being that guy may require you to be single for a few years. It may require you to build yourself up. It may require you a lot to do it. But it's gonna fare better to do it, because what men don't realize is that the easiest thing to do on this planet, even before making money, is sleeping with a woman. That is the easiest thing, because what a woman wants, she don't know. You can convince her to what she wants. So you might not be her choice, but if you talk to her long enough, you could become her choice. So if men understand that, then they'd fare a lot better.
So yeah, man.
CJ, you got to address what he said, and you got to address what Melanin said at the beginning. No one of y'all messed, so I'm gonna throw both of them at you. He just said, he brought in that biology. He said that woman is saying her insides is telling her this nigga ain't the lead dog. Something about that became a turnoff to her internally. She might not even be able to explain why. Yo, nice ass, yo, door opening ass, yo, okay, honey, you don't have to fuck me tonight. Can I just lay up under your armpit? That ass nigga. That's why you're not getting no ass. And Melanin said, because a lot of them have had so much experience with different men, it is very hard for them to settle on one. Talk about those two.
I think that what the brother said is wrong. I think what he's saying.
Who cares what you think? Now, as a kid,
I think these bitches are rogue. Let me start off. I think these bitches are rogue, Tommy. I'll be like, y'all see my personality. I'm like a cheery person. I said, this bitch is trying to suck the joy out of me and give it to herself. I thought this before in my life. I said, this bitch is trying to suck my soul out of me, Paul. I wish he was.
I'm about to say, ooh.
My soul, baby, but not my joy. This bitch trying to take my joy. I said, these bitches are demons in the biology of it. I think because once they get with the strong man, they still leave him. Maybe they want that strong man to control him, but once they get control of that man, they don't stay with that man either. It's some kind of psychotic game they playing into melanin point. Once they have sex with more people, they can. I don't know.
But the woman who I went over to her house. Y'all can jump in. I just wanted to throw this out there. The woman who I went over to her house when she got shot, she was with like the realest nigga alive. He had just gotten out of jail for murdering someone else. She cheated on him. So even though he was that real, something about that woman, and maybe we don't want to talk about this part of it too, and you can jump in on this fantastic, but is it kind of like, if women lose the excitement, it don't matter who it is, because to her, it was exciting to cheat on this killer. What is he going to do?
Real quick, let me just address what Melanin said too. So the thing of, I'm like, how do they keep getting to that second and third man? It's like they keep saying it's pair bonding shit, but if you go from the first one to the second one, your pair bonding wasn't right from the start.
Well, no.
So how do you get from the first one to the second one to the second one to the third one to the third one to the fourth one and say the pair bonding stopped at the fourth one? No,
well, we all said
right from the. Go ahead.
We all answer that though. Women don't know what the fuck they want, right? Everything from food to dicks. Pause. Right. So women never know what they want, right? So and they got this trend going right now as to where I ended my celibacy journey, but it was small or it was trash, right? So despite whatever the situation be doing, and they holding the pussy, right? They end up having sex with men, and this is what we constantly know. The best and the worst thing that happen for women is the internet. They telling all their secrets, all the shit that we didn't know. Sugar and spices, everything and nice is killed. The mystique and the the lady, the woman, all these different things, and so on and so forth. That shit over with. So now that men know, and now all men know what the 20% or the 10% know. The nigga that's been the nigga that fucked the bitch after she been on a date with another nigga been knew this shit. Shorty, like, hey, my nigga, this Outback good as a motherfucker. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying? But what you come to learn is a lot of men never experienced that. So a lot of men don't understand. Shout out to Blanche. Oh, all women are just faking during sex. No, nigga. If you ain't never seen that booty hole pucker up a certain way, brother, you can't fake that. Okay? All right, it's physical motherfucking reaction.
Damn, he a Scorpio of Scorpios. Damn.
Hey, Kamaya, Kamaya, what's going on?
The Scorpio know he a Scorpio.
Kamaya know what the fuck going on around here. Kamaya, we ain't playing no games. You know what it is. So again, when you hear men say certain things, and again, shout out to Blanche. I don't think a lot of men understand just how at a deficit they are, because men cope too, right? You got to be strong. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to tell yourself a lot of shit, bro, to help yourself get along the way. What happens is, bro, like you said, you come to understand, even if you got the best dick in the world, only thing I'm trying to be is on the Mount Rushmore, bitch. I'm trying to be top 4 of all time as to where I can motherfucking go and do whatever the fuck I do, and I get that hey big head text or call or whatever the fuck 10 months down the line when I ain't even thinking about you no more, right? I'm cool. As long as I'm there, I have constant access to you for all time, even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna be the only one. You know what I'm saying? So once you understand that's how women operate, bro, this is why a lot of motherfuckers is like, man, fuck marriage. Because why am I gonna put myself in a situation as to where she can cut the pussy off at any point in time, and we know she gonna get bored because women just do that naturally. So why not just be out here and live the fucking, the best of fucking both worlds? What you want to do until what it is. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
Well, first off, we got a new shirt out there. There's gonna be a new shirt that's gonna be out there. You can't fake the shakes. Second off,
I like that.
I like you can't fake the shakes. But I gotta ask all of y'all this, and you can start off with this. Come on. If what Mr. Fantastic is saying is true, and what Blanche is kind of saying is true, is that? Do you think that's going to cause, like, for as low as marriage is and how messed up, do you think there's any fucking reason for anybody to take another person seriously? With what we're saying, do you think there's any reason why one person should take another person seriously at this point? Should it just be, we just fucking like the Wild Wild West?
I mean, okay. This is the thing. When men can actually address the fear that they are stating that they have and move past it, then I believe that there will actually be a reason for all of this. Because at the end of the day, men don't want to be alone. Women don't want to be alone. That's why it's so easy for a woman to be with a man, and if he goes to jail, she gonna cheat on him. Because she wants something there. Whether it's Pookie or whether it's somebody that's better or lesser, it doesn't matter. Men and women do not want to be alone. That's why men be like, oh, I got the hoes. I don't need to commit. I got this on the side. They loyal. They do what they do, et cetera, et cetera. When men can address the fear within them that's causing them to have that rift in their leadership, or them actually taking that step forward to say, hey, I'm addressing this, and this is how it's going to be, and this is how it needs to be. If it's not that, this is what I'm going to do, whether you're with it or not. Then it'll be a reason. Because honestly, women, we ain't got no dog in the fight. Period. Because at the end of the day, if a woman sees a man, whether he's married or he's not married, if he looks like he with the shits and he knows what he wants and he ain't got a fear in his body, that woman gonna be like, hey mom, can I join y'all? It's gonna be way more poly situations going on. It's gonna be way more people falling in line and falling into suit where they supposed to be. Whether that's what the man want or not, these women is gonna be like, look, if you don't want an extra wife, look, can I at least be a friend? Can I? Because I need to know what you know.
But if it's hard enough for a man to take care of one woman, wouldn't it still be more difficult for him to take care of? Say if he got two women, if one is gonna cheat on you regardless, then what the fuck is he gonna do with two of them?
No, this is the thing. Like I said,
or are we accepting the cheating? Like I'm saying, is a Wild Wild West.
Well, but that's why I say they have to address the fear, because if you're still walking along, holding on to that little bag of fear that something terrible is gonna happen, that something terrible is going to happen. That's how men are. Y'all know y'all are manifestors beyond reason. Like y'all know that when y'all want something to happen, that shit's gonna happen.
No, that's not true.
I've been wanting to fuck Vanessa Williams for 30 years.
Cut that out. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what
I have. I prayed for this pussy. You hear me? I've been.
That's a Williams, boy.
Please, God, manifested.
Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know
and then it went from Vanessa Williams to Melanin. Corey, go ahead.
That was pretty good. Hey, that was pretty good.
No, these are jokes. Corey, you a married man. You heard what I've been saying. You heard what they've been saying.
Yep.
How do you feel about the state of relationships, knowing that we're hearing things like, kind of like motherfuckers is playing the lily pad with they dicks and pussy out here now, married or not?
Yeah, it's a lot to cover, right? So one thing is the lack of communication, right? Hey, no, just like Still Latin said earlier, that hey, you ain't gonna give me some, I'm gonna get some, and I used to, I'm tell you the truth, Even when I was dating back in the day, I said to a lot of chicks, I said, hey, they ain't start making pussy, they made yours. And I think a lot of dudes need to stick up for themselves, because guess what? If you don't, then you're gonna let somebody run over you. And so, even more with me being married for 20 years, me and my wife, we have a healthy sex life, right? She was just down here, and I was laughing. I was telling her that what we were talking about was a sexless marriage. She said, "Well, shit." She said, "You ain't going a few days without it." And she's right, and she also knows that, but she knows on her behalf that, that's what I want, that's what I need, that's in my nature. But
Corey, isn't that some old women used to say, you don't let your man leave the house with a full wallet or full balls?
Full balls and full nuts. That is 100% truth. Because you know why they used to say that? Because if you don't drain his balls, some other lady gonna drain his balls. They know that, right?
So why these women then? So why is it today these women are okay putting niggas on punishment?
Because I think because they have other options. Whether they looking for attention on online, or they looking for attention from the work bay, as they would say, or they looking for attention elsewhere. So I would think that's the couple things that may happen. But then also, they know that they can put the pussy on the pedestal, because we have so many dudes that will put the pussy on a pedestal, that will sit there and listen, and like you said earlier, be scared to say something or ask or even feel some type of way about it. Because me, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm tell you what, a little bit after this, I'm going to bite her booty cheek and tell her to wake the fuck up, because goddamn it, she told me already, don't wake me up early in the morning, because I get up at 5 in the morning. But you have to wait for your girl to be woke? No. No, even if she do wake up, I tell her to go back to sleep. I'll be done in a minute. Don't worry about it.
Stop laughing at these jokes, Blessed. You are encouraging this shit.
No, man.
But
you gotta stop now.
But also the puppy dog stage. I think people go through this puppy dog stage. Oh, I love you, and they have some of the best sex, but then they don't do what they used to do to keep that person. I think that's a factor too.
Do you think any of it is a lack of respect? Because I think if the respect is there, she don't play with you like that about it. Because she knows in the back of her mind, she knows she better, or somebody else is going to, based off the way you carry yourself.
Yes, exactly. As a man, and that goes back to the man, how you carry yourself, right? Yes. That's why I said even in the beginning, even when I was dating, I used to have this thing about myself. Remember back in the day, you had to write your number down, and you had to remember them numbers. If a chick didn't call me, if chick didn't call me, or I called her 3 times and she didn't answer, I throw that number away. I forget that number. I don't need to talk to her.
You know what though? I just want to say something, right? And again, a shout out to you and Brian. Again, I said this the other day. I think it's a lost art, because these boys don't have daddies and granddaddies to teach them that. So being that, and as much as they shit on quote unquote the podcast niggas or whatever, motherfuckers don't understand how important like we are. The millennials, bro, they don't understand that we the bridge for the gap, right? So a lot of these motherfuckers grew up with this, feminism and this, and women need to be heard and this. No, nigga, tell that bitch what she want, nigga. Yep. Okay, slut her out, slut her the fuck out, nigga.
Hey, the saying of we and like to what Tommy was asking earlier, strong men have created this time, and now they're weak men. Weak men is what have allowed these women to transition this power shift like it has been. And it's only gonna take hard times for that shit to get fixed and to revert back to the way it should be. We have allowed these motherfuckers to really just come in, and we've let motherfuckers who don't really know what the fuck they doing to be the ones to decide on what the fuck we doing. And it makes no sense. And that's why it's such disarray and chaos in relationships today. It's like at the end of the day, but it gotta get really hard to where resources are at an all-time low, to where men have to provide those resources right now, and a woman can not do a goddamn thing, show up, lay on her back, have a baby, and have access to food, clothing, and shelter without doing a goddamn thing.
They ain't even gotta be good at fucking no more, Brian. Like they don't even got to be good at fucking no more. They can just lay
No.
down. Like, they don't even got. Think about it.
No.
They don't even have to. What are they doing? Like you said.
Starfish pussy is the standard, Tommy. Unfortunately, again, no, bitch, you
What you
finna
say?
do some work. This
What did
is
you
a
say?
workout, bitch.
What
kind of pussy is?
Wait, what did you call it?
Starfish
Workout.
pussy.
Starfish pussy.
Y'all saw Kim Kardashian in that Ray J video laying like a dead fish.
Yeah, bro. What we got
Hey,
going
look,
on?
and just think back. There was a time when it was said in our community that black women didn't suck dick. Get your mama to do that. I ain't doing it. And it's like motherfuckers was hearing that shit back in the day. We was like, what? When we all knew that there was black women sucking dick, but we allowed that shit to perpetuate to go through. And like now, we can't get them to stop saying that they suck dick.
And I used to hate that back then because every time they would say that, I would go home and get in trouble.
Oh God.
Hell, they brag about eating ass out here. Unfortunately,
Yes, right. Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic, don't even get him started.
Melanin, listen,
Don't
I
get him
am
started, please.
listen. I'm listening. I'm disgusted by you, new Lamborghini door leg ass
Lamborghini
nigga.
Bro,
First off, sir,
hilarious.
That's not how I let them do it. I lay on my stomach.
You better not be laying on your stomach, Tommy.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Bro, that's a timeout. That's your first timeout tonight. That's a timeout.
And the brotherfuckers. That shit is hilarious, nigga.
Thank you, Ryan, for catching my joke. I mean, people caught it, but thank you. It was inappropriate as hell. Blanche, if we're going to be dealing with a situation like this, what we're talking about, because the relationship is really, it's like a thing. Have you noticed almost every, and especially in the black community, if you want to have the biggest podcast, you must talk about relationships. If you want to be a podcast woman, talk about how niggas ain't shit or get a new nigga. You watch these women are invested in what type of relationship that Meg Thee Stallion is having. Like they act like Meg Thee Stallion is their fucking relationship. Why is relationship such a big topic for black people, but the relationships as far as us pair bonding and us marrying is on the all-time low? Nobody trusts anybody. We all out here just fucking. Do you think that there's an underlying love that us as black people are missing with each other, if we were to be honest?
Yes, but I think more than love is respect. I don't think black people respect each other. I think black people love each other, they just don't respect each other. And so, in my opinion, the black community is a matriarchy. And I don't think we've ever seen this before. We've never seen where women dominate politics, education, everything. Black women dominate the household. So it's kind of like we've never seen this. And so, to me, that's what messes relationship dynamics up. And especially when they get on these podcasts running their mouth and they start exposing, like Mr. Fantastic, all their little dirty secrets. Yeah, I think it's a matriarchy.
What I'm saying, do you think there's an underlying, like, I have to look at it as a psychologist.
Okay.
The surface is what you're saying, but do you think underneath that there's a real, because I think Kamai was trying to get at it, underneath we want to be together. I think I think it started with men saying these hoes ain't loyal, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. It ain't no fun if the homie can't have no. We was saying shit we didn't mean at all, because the niggas who was saying it was still wifing up women. After you done said all this shit and taught a generation of motherfuckers, you still done laid down and married a woman. Yeah. Now what are the women saying? I don't need no nigga, yet you got 5 kids by 5 niggas. You must have needed something. Men don't move me. I just need me and my homegirls. Then you got women that done said so much they don't need no man. They done start dyking out here. Everybody was carpet munching. That's what they're doing. But those same women, even the dykes like that Domo and Sissy, or Homo and Sissy, I forgot their name. But this girl done turned from a dyke to a straight up woman again. And so do you think that we are pretending we don't like each other and deep down we really miss each other and don't know how to express it, and it comes out in the most dysfunctional ways?
I think that at a core level, black people, in my opinion, have dysfunctional relations with themselves. So I think that most black people struggle with identity. They struggle with self-esteem. They struggle with a lot of different things because of all different things. But I think at a core issue, I think that we do want to be with each other. It's just natural. But however, it's a lot more difficult with dynamics the way they are, because back in the day, if a woman didn't want to sleep with her husband, she would have got stoned. Right? If a woman didn't want to sleep with her husband back in the day, she would have got stoned. It was unheard of.
Today.
It was unheard of. So
She got raped.
Or that.
Are you guys advocating this for today, both you, Brian, and Blanche? Are you guys advocating that we return to these behaviors?
Yes, and then I'm gonna say why. Because we got the best out of women under those terms. Now you have women that are free. So it's almost like black women believe they were oppressed for all these years. Now they have freedom, so now they just cutting up now. It's just, but I'm going to say that we do want to be with each other. I will say that. I don't think that black women hate each other. I just think that black women are the targets for all of the propaganda and the programming. So whatever they want to push on them is going straight to them. Think about it. Think about when Kamala Harris was running. Michelle Obama got on stage and said, if your husband don't want to vote for Kamala, then tear the house up. She literally said it. She said, go against your husband, go out. So you got to think about black women eating this stuff up. I'm saying that back in the day, and you mentioned it earlier, the amount of freedom women didn't have. There was social shame. There was shame from the family. There was a lot of other pressures for women. That's all gone because the black family is so fractured. So what do you have? You have women leading the charge. So guess what? They don't have to listen to black men. They don't have to marry black men. Think about it. A black woman can have 5 kids and still get called a queen. What are we talking about? So again, I don't know. I just think that we love each other, but black women have gotten too much power, man. Like I said, back in the day, if she would have came and said, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, you had ground, take her outside in the village, stone her. Them days are over with.
But Blanche, you said it though.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Well, the words and thoughts of this nigga that you see on the screen right now do not directly reflect those of Tommy Sotomayor, Sotomayor Inc. or not.
So
Blanche said throw a curveball at him.
I think you said something there that was big with you saying that they didn't have those rights, but the other piece of that, they didn't have it for a reason. It's like, what would someone think if I went around and passed out loaded guns to children? What would people think of me? And then what would be the fallout for that? Kids are not supposed to have the responsibility of wielding life or death tools because they can't handle it. And that's the thing with women. If you took the game of football and made all the fucking nose tackles be quarterbacks now, it would fuck the game up. That's exactly what it is. They are out of position. They have been playing out of that position. And this is the result of that. This is why things are so disconnected and they're so chaotic, because they don't know what they should be doing. And we put them in the fucking driver's seat.
They know what they should be doing. They don't want to do it. Y'all keep giving them an out. Blanche said we don't respect each other. Black men respect the hell out of black women. The women don't reciprocate the respect. And that's the word of the day, since old girl kept saying it. That's the word of the day. And she kept saying some shit. What did Carmine say about, they're going to follow the strong man? No, they fucking not. They don't like the strong man. They want to be the strong person in the relationship. They want to control the strong man. If they could control the strong man, they'll follow him. If they can't, he's on the fucking side of the road like the rest of the men. They don't want to fuck. We keep making this shit up. The women know what the fuck they are. They know what the
strong man if they can control them, though.
So you saying they wanted the strong man to be like a pit bull for them?
Yeah, that's all they want from that nigga. They don't want him to tell them what to do. They want fucking Tom Brady. Tom Brady said, "I'm gonna play one more year of football." She said, "No, nigga, I'm gonna fuck this judo guy." They don't want no nigga telling them what to do. Stop saying that shit. That's not.
I'm gonna stop. You first off, you called him a what? Or you called him a what, Mr. Fantastic?
A dominant simp. They want a dominant simp. They want the guy, like you said, Tommy, the girl that you was fucking with. She had the killer nigga, but of course the killer nigga is a simp for her. And to bring you into the equation, well, I'm gonna fuck this other nigga, and I'm gonna let him what they call it, mandingo. I'm gonna let him mandingo fight over the pussy, okay, to get my rocks off. You know what I'm saying, and whatever. So shout out to CJ. CJ is really saying again. Women don't want the man that's structured. Women don't want the man that's orderly. They say they want that, but as soon as you put parameters on chaos, that's not how chaos operates. So this is why a lot of these marriages are failing because I want and then what we come to find out, she don't want the marriage for real. She want the motherfucking ceremony. So again, men by nature are cool with monotony, order, discipline, routine, all these things. Women are contrary to that. So a man doing what he's supposed to do and that he's structured to do as a man becomes boring naturally. The woman, just real quick, CJ, you got it. I'm gonna throw it back to you, brother. We motherfucking Shaq and Kobe right now. All right. So what see, it's all to CJ, right? So what you come to understand is everything that we're taught that you're supposed to do as a man and you're doing it is literally deteriorating your relationship because you're not, shout out to Kamaya, because you're not doing Pookie and Ray Ray shit. Ooh. A woman wants a relationship to be constant motherfucking roller coaster down and curved, whatever. Not
so you saying everything we were taught is wrong?
Yes.
Real quick, please. I gotta say this.
You got it, brother. Back to you, brother.
It's like giving the kid a loaded gun. That's not true, man. It's giving a serial fucking killer the loaded gun. They're not fucking kids.
I agree with
that.
that.
What the fuck they doing? They doing this shit on purpose.
I agree.
The point is, nigga, killing is imminent. Don't try to motherfucker
call us kids.
I was right.
Call us kids. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing.
They know what they're doing.
It's a super serial killer.
Keep giving them an out. Oh, they're kids. They just don't know what they're doing. They're just so
no, nigga. That's yeah.
You know what? CJ, I gotta say this, Brian. Let me say why it clicked with me. I've heard women do it, Mr. Fantastic. I know you've heard them because I seen you over in one of the bitches' comment section. The bitches have now started to use that as an excuse. CJ's right. They'll say, but y'all say we are like children. He's right. They're using the we're like children shit now to get away with more shit.
It's a lie.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's
don't
a
do
lie.
That. Yeah, don't ever give. If you give a woman, if you give a woman a foot, nigga, she gonna put Jordans on them every time.
Yeah.
Listen, no, bro, you cannot. And shout out to CJ. That's what we saying, right? Ooh. The problem with women, black women specifically, is that they're giving too much of the benefit of the doubt. And then Tommy, it's something that you said a long time ago, right? Tommy, what's the main thing? Oh, I don't want the bare minimum. I need more than the bare minimum. What your mama tell you? I put food in your stomach. I put clothes on your back. I put a roof over your head. Bitch, what the fuck is that? The bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
So the black man is based and told his whole entire childhood, hey, you better appreciate this motherfucking bare minimum. Your mama did the best she could with what she had. And then now you turn around and get into adulthood and you got to give a bitch the sun, the moon, rain, stars, mountains, all this shit that he can't control and he don't own.
Okay, but CJ, this is what I'm saying, right? Black men, and I say don't respect. Black men want to sleep with black women. That ain't respect. Because to me, these black men don't respect these black women. No, they don't. They don't. And they don't respect them either.
Yes,
they
do, man. Stop
they want to sleep with them.
The women get the main respect. They get all the respect. Our mother get respect. Our grandmother get respect. We respect our women, our girls that we with. We respect all of them. They get too much fucking respect. We shut the fuck up when they talking. Women are dominating channels. When women are talking, the men shut the fuck up, not the opposite.
I'm saying fear.
And we let it happen.
That ain't respect, is fear. It's not
fear. It's oh my god, man.
No. Listen to him. Blanche, explain it to him. Just listen to him. Go ahead, Blanche. Tell him the difference between the respect or fear.
Yeah, it ain't respect. These black men aren't respecting them because they're black women, and no, they're respecting them because they want access to sleep with them. That's the issue. It's a scarcity mindset. It ain't actual respect. Because if he really respected her, he would check her. Why do you think why these black men let all this stuff slide so much? Because they want to sleep with her. Black men let all this stuff slide with these women. All this stuff slide.
You know what? You might be right.
Black women are the most misbehaved women on the planet. They are. And guess what? And black men keep putting up, like you just said, we'll be in a space, black woman saying something crazy, and the black men. I just saw a woman on the podcast. She said she was with a guy, and if her dude wants to mess with a guy, it's cool. Then she said she want to have that dude mess with that. And guess what the black men was saying? They was like, well, I mean, if you want, I'm like, no, it's nasty. No, but again, like you just said in the podcast, we won't even say that's crazy. We won't even say you tripping. They'll sit there just smiling, giggling. You know why? Because they want access to the woman to sleep with her. It ain't about respect, man.
All right, y'all gotta ask the question. Y'all can keep on going. Ladies and gentlemen, fear or respect? Who is right on this one? 1 for CJ, 2 for Blanche. Is it fear or respect? Blanche said, no, these niggas scared because they can't get no pussy. CJ said that they respect them because they were taught as black men to respect black women. Who do you think is more on that? I know Kamaya looked like she wanted to say something with y'all. Kamaya, what is it that you'd like to say towards them?
Well, firstly, I want to say Blanche was cooking. He ate that one. I'm sorry.
I got my hairs. I got hairs everywhere.
Don't you tell him he ate that one after he done talked about Slim Daddy, but go ahead.
Pause, man. Pause.
Conceded though, but CJ conceded. He was like, you know what, you might think about that. So yeah, but no, I wanted to say this. I wanted to respond back to the original question that you had, where you were saying pretty much like, what is it with the black men and the women? Is it that they really don't like each other and they, you know, always at each other's neck or whatever? Or is it that they really do, but they trying to hide it type thing? So I want to say that I believe that it's the latter. I believe that they want to love each other so much, but they're so pissed off at all of the different junk that's already happened over time from generation to generation. Like it's like almost like a generational curse, where as soon as our fathers, you know, our forefathers left the household for whatever reason, whether it was like war or you know, death or drugs or whatever it was that caused them to leave, and then you know, the women getting the welfare, it was like that right there caused a whole shift in the time continuum. And it was like all of us end up feeling that through our DNA, to where it's like, no, I'm pissed off at you because you left me. You know what I mean? And it's almost as if we were here in a different lifetime where we were those ones that were at odds with each other initially, where it's like now we're dealing with it in a whole nother lifetime, and we're looking at them like, no, F you, you don't really love me. No, F you, you left me and with all these kids, and no, F you because you don't respect me. No, F you because you just want me for my, you know what I mean? Like it's just a never ending revolving door that they keep addressing the same shit, but nobody wants to just forgive. When is it ever going to be where it's like, okay, you know what? You're not him, so let me deal with you differently than I dealt with him. Or you're not her, so let me deal with you differently than her. Let me give you a chance. Nobody wants to give no damn body a chance just because of chance's sake. You know what I mean? Like it's like that fear that we keep talking about. That's really what just keeps manifesting itself on both ends. It's not just men, you know what I mean? Because trust me, I love you brothers. I love all my brothers, man. I love CJ. I love how he be like, oh man, come on.
Really gonna never respond to this
but you don't understand, man. Like, you gotta receive that love, man. When it's given to you, you gotta receive it.
It's received. It is received.
But she buttering you up, CJ, so you can't come back.
I'm about to cook her. Thank you for the butter. Thank you for the butter. I needed this butter for this meal. I'm about to dip up.
So you don't even got Yantra's right. It is fear, because you know what? You can control more with fear than you can with
good concession. Good concession.
Yeah, they definitely controlling us with fear. And what Carmaya, or is it Kamaya or Carmaya? I thought it was Carmaya.
Carmaya.
Okay. So what she doing, this is what a woman tactic is. It's manipulation. That's why it's hard to listen to women. They always want to make it, oh, it's everybody. We're all doing it to each other. No, the men are loving the women. The women are not loving the men in return. Stop it with this. Oh, we're all just scared. We're all just victims. That's what women do to get. It's a deflection tactic. They don't want you to look at them. It's like, remember Tommy was talking about that magic trick when he say, "Oh, that's all it is, another magic trick. Look over here, so we can be fucking you over here." So they fucking us over there.
Let's go there. When was the last time you forgave a woman?
I forgave her. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
I know where she's going. She's hold on, CJ. Y'all can do it. You can jump in with him, Black. But I know where she's going. Just because you stay with a woman, because this might be God touching my soul. Just because you stay with a woman don't mean you forgave that woman. And a lot of niggas will sit there and bring that shit back up every time that bitch. I bring it up. This bitch did not. One of the towels came out. It wasn't clean. I told that bitch everything she did in 2022. I did. I went the fuck off.
And then back
I mean, we forgive our women every day.
Dirty laundry, dirty laundry is diabolical, nigga.
Hey,
I've done that. I've done that before too. Not the dirty laundry, but I done brung up some shit.
I know where she's going. I know where she's going. I think she might have a point with that one.
I still think though it's way more men. Tommy, you say this. We say this time and time again. It's way more niggas that got cheated on and stayed.
Yes,
and whatever it meant. Okay.
Yeah, but when we stayed, what condition did you stay under? Did you stay under the condition of you were still nice to her and everything went back to where it was, or did you hold that shit over her head?
Nah, it was for most dudes. If he stayed, Tommy is love.
I hold it over a bitch head for years.
I don't know, man. Even if you do in that case, I'll say this, right? I've heard way more. Oh, that bitch. You gonna call that bitch? You gonna talk to that bitch? Then niggas talking about that nigga because the nigga don't want to remember that motherfucking dick in and out. Nigga don't want to remind himself of that motherfucking of it slipping out and her putting it back in. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I can't do it.
Even that dynamic in it is there. But I wanted to say this though, right? Again, I think and I hope people understand what we're doing when we're having this panel, speaking from Black people's perspective, because our position, the Black man's position, is the most unique position in the world, bro, when it comes to relationship dynamics. Okay, the Black man's entire existence is based around, most importantly, his access to women, his success with women. You can be the richest nigga in the world, but you ain't getting no pussy, you ain't fucking no hoes. So when you understand that is the value of yourself, this is how evil that shit is, bro, when women manipulate the shit in this situation. And I think that shit right there, man, is the craziest part of it, because even though Blanche is more right, CJ is still right to a degree. We know for a fact the most loved person in the motherfucking family is Big Mama. Always a fucking female, hands down. Okay. So there's definitely love and admiration and deification. Tommy, you talked about this shit. Even though you was a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama, right? Yeah. Ain't nobody motherfucking celebrating your crackhead ass daddy or uncle. Never been. The crackhead fucking, man ain't never been celebrated, right? So it's two parts, but I think what happens is once you mature from a kid to a grown man, that's when it's more so what Blanche is saying. And now the women manipulate the fucking aspect because men need that access to sex. And most niggas, again, are coming from a scarcity mindset. So, bro, that's how niggas is operating. Because again, that's my identification. If I ain't fucking no hoes, I ain't a real nigga. If I ain't fucking no hoes, I ain't nobody. I ain't got no status. I ain't got no motion. So yeah, man, I think it's part and parcel, but still, yeah, Blanche is more right because again, once you become a grown man, you know what I'm saying? That's when all of your shit is decided about.
And I think to what he was saying, shout out to Fantastic, what he was saying as far as just there's a bigger part, or another part that plays in this too, and that's a man's ego. Our ego it comes into play to a degree to where we will make decisions based on that. So it may be a thing of us not taking a woman back or forgiving a woman because we love them so much. It could just be we don't want our ego to suffer so much because that thing, and that's why what Tommy said about niggas taking women back. And it's like you might take a motherfucker back because you don't want nobody to know that you got cheated on or that this nigga like Fantastic talk about a motherfucker laying that pipe. It's like I know my ego can't take that shit. I know that about myself.
Why y'all keep bringing it up?
That's
You know it.
non-negotiable. So, but
Now, take
there
that,
are a lot of
CJ.
men who can. I know one of my partners who actually, he's
Fuck
one of the older heads, but he actually watched his woman with another man outside eating motherfucking. She eating ice and fucking with this other nigga, and he watching her through the bush.
What the fuck, nigga?
Like,
You
nigga,
said
what the
you would
fuck
not tell this story out public.
Well, they
You
didn't know
literally
it till
told me
you
you
said
said,
it. They didn't know it till you just said it. But it's like if you think about those kinds of things, like, and you still took her back, that's that ego part that's playing into that too. So it's not that men are just all saints. We are definitely the nicer people. We are definitely the ones that concern ourselves and care about the whole more than women do, because they're just wired to be selfish motherfuckers. But that makes us the better person compared to them, but we still have our shit too.
Can I just say what CJ said, that women do this stuff on purpose? And I agree with him 1,000%, because we're taught women are emotional and they don't know what they're doing and all that, and it's all cap. women are diabolical, mad, sadistic scientists, and they in the lab every day cooking up something. This is what they do every single day. That's what they do.
I said I didn't know it went this deep. My bad, my brother.
No, you good.
They got is deep, nigga. This shit is like Professor
Y'all saying women are surgical with the shit they doing?
Surgical, Tommy. I don't know how they learned this shit. I said, ain't no way they was born with this magical fucking master class.
I give you CJ. Think about a little girl, right? Say she's about 5 years old. At 5 years old, she already knows how to get what she wants from a man. Think about that. At 5 years old.
I gotta correct you, like Tommy corrected me about 2 months ago. They know it at birth.
Okay, birth.
When they cry.
Okay,
when
birth.
they cry and they get what they want. I said the same thing, and he corrected me. Yo,
listen,
they learn it early. Think about it. They learn it early.
When I used to cry as a baby, my mom would put me in a dark room and close the door.
That's called abuse, sir. That they got to work for that.
Yeah, nigga, you need to be.
Do not think that was normal. Ladies and gentlemen, the words of this nigga on the screen are not.
Come on now, Tommy. You can't be a psychologist right now, okay? You're one of us right now. You know you had that done.
Got the dark room.
Face right now. I don't want to talk to you.
Hey, that's some dark shit right there. Pun intended.
And you know what? A lot of us and I know we about to wrap this, but haven't a lot of us learned these dysfunctional behaviors right there? Because she's right. I had some fucked up shit happen to me as a kid, and we laugh it off as adults, and a lot of black people get together and commiserate about what is abuse. Abuse.
Being beat with certain shit, abuse? Extension cords and shit like that. That's abuse.
I mean, not physical abuse like that, but what it's teaching you. What is, I mean, ask you something. If somebody's doing something to you, the whole reason we're supposed to do it is to teach, right? Yeah. So what did sticking you in that room teach you? Because when you were in that room, were you afraid?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
So think about what an individual is giving you. Not only fear, perpetual fear, and then fear of things. Fear of being alone. Fear of the dark.
There you go.
Fear of the unknown. Fear of loss. See, I'm good at what I do. That's why motherfuckers pay me to do it. So what I'm telling you is we don't even think how deep that is and how much it affects us as we move in life. But it's still there. And it comes out at the worst times. But go ahead.
No, and to your point, I realized it last year. Because I went back.
There you go.
I went back to my childhood and I was like, wait a minute. And I started going all the way back, and I was like, I went through my mom used to have me watching scary movies, and I was like, dude, my mom used to expose me to everything, but it never was like in a way like, okay, this ain't real. This is this. It's like she loves scary movies and all. But anyway, my point is, I realized last year that a lot of stuff happened to me in my childhood that I don't think she was doing it on purpose. but she was a single mom, and she was just
Yes.
doing the best she could. So it was just like, I'm trying to make it tough. We live in the hood. I'm gonna make you strong. You ain't finna be weak. So I got tough love. I never got like, come here, baby. I ain't never.
So Blanche, if you
Hold up, wait, one second, Brian. 1 second. Simply because if y'all listen to what Mr. Fantastic said, you just repeated what Mr. Fantastic said. He said, we love mama and we say she was a single mom and we give her an excuse. Do you understand that you out of nowhere while talking about it gave your mother the excuse? Yeah. One of the things that we do as blacks is give the excuse or the abuse. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So, Blanche, do you think that right now or after this show, if you went and put yourself in that dark room, would you not revert back to that little boy or have those feelings that little boy had?
Well, no, because I've actually done the exercise a lot. So I've actually I started doing it.
So
just
you worked through it.
Yeah, just to break it. But yeah, I get what you're saying though, and you're right.
No, he's Bane now. Seriously,
he's been molded by it.
You know what? I'm not afraid of the dark anymore. I was born and molded in this darkness. So that's what happens. That's why you remember what I always tell people, Brian. I said, one, the worst people to give power is people who are oppressed. And number two is a person who was abused. What is the one thing they learned?
How to abuse.
How to abuse.
Yep.
And I would like to point out another part of this. A lot of men don't realize that's where their distrust of women has come from, where it stems from. Not only do you love your mother and your grandmother, but these are the women that have done the most hurt to you before any other woman could, just like the women with their fathers. So that's where a lot of this stuff stems from. So
Maya, don't you make me beat you up with this. Because the men in the comment section were trying to say, women, y'all try to give 50-50 when y'all know y'all actually are the ones who are probably like 80-20. Let me tell you what I'm about to say. Just listen and you tell me if I'm right or wrong. You said they get their distrust from these women. But the subject we were talking about earlier was, why would these men who are in sexless marriages and relationships stay? Why is it that men who wife cheat on them stay? Why is it you find out their baby ain't yours? Stay. Then you said these men will find out their mamas and grandmamas are the first ones to do them dirty. And yet they still love their mamas and grandmothers, which is me trying to tell y'all one of the reasons why a lot of black men put up with the shit that black women do is because they have this fucking Stockholm syndrome is what I would call it. It is black women, to the point of where black women know how to trigger that Stockholm syndrome. You ever notice that as soon as a black man starts to break away from black women or the things they perceive black women do, they'll say, your mama black, your grandma black. We've never been able to tell that black woman who you were about to say her problem stems from her daddy being abandoning her or doing her dirty. Know what we've never been able to tell her? Her daddy black. It doesn't affect her like that. So we do have, as back to the CJ and Blanche argument, which was a good argument. That's why I put it up there. Fear, love, are really intertwined a little bit when it comes to the black man and the black woman, because black men are willing to put up with painful, hurtful abandonment because guess what? Well, my mama did it and she was the first love and she had me.
Yeah. And then that's another reason why men go silent on issues, because you're never going to speak up against your mama, are you? Who told their mama what they did to them was wrong? Who told their aunties? Who told their grandmother? What men do that? And then y'all want to come speak up against the women outside of them, but you never address them yet. That's all I'm saying. So if we really want to go there, we can go there. If you want to talk about these women out here in these streets, how about you address the first ones and say,
I encourage them to cuss that bitch out.
Hey,
I didn't cuss my mama out. I definitely, yeah. I didn't cuss my mama out, but learning from Tommy, I was actually able to confront my mama with how she raised us. and in comparison to how she raised me and my brother versus my sister, I was
y'all
able
see
to do that because of that.
Did
Because
y'all
of
see
him.
the clip with Blueface talking to his mom, Carlissa?
Yeah, I covered that. And again, most black men's trauma is especially from single mother households is rooted in that, right? And again, shout out to Brian. A lot of black men remain little boys until they had that uncomfortable conversation with their mom. Until you sit down with your mom and tell her all of the things that you ain't gotta call her all kinds of bitches and hoes.
No, you ain't got to.
Oh, don't stop him from being real.
That's what talking.
But no, have that one-way conversation as a man, bro. A lot of black men remain boys because they've never addressed the most important woman that have them look at women the way that they do. And then I say too, black women purposely again don't arm their sons or prepare their sons for dealing with women because they'll expose themselves. So now it's like a double whammy once you realize, hey man, this bitch didn't tell me to watch out for this, and this, because this some shit that she did. You feel me?
Well, hold on.
That's the thing that I do with my children. Like with my boy, I have 4 boys and I have 3 girls. So with my boys, they're like in the middle part of it. My oldest is my daughter, and then my last 2 are my daughters. So they're in the middle range of ages. And what I do is I'm like, look, I'm giving you the floor to tell mommy whatever it is that I do that has hurt you or bothers you. And I can see them where it's like they're scared to say certain things because you could tell they don't want to hurt mommy's feelings. They don't want to, say something wrong, or they don't want to get in trouble, and it's like, no, you have the floor. You're not going to get in trouble. Mommy's not going to be upset with you. Mommy's going to feel better, and mommy can fix this. And then that's when they start unraveling things and start saying things. And the more I do it, the more I understand and learn. And then I notice they connect with me better. So our people weren't doing that. They weren't doing it. And it's really up to us at this point to make a damn decision. Make a choice. What the hell are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to fix y'all bullshit? Or are y'all just going to keep going and wallowing in it? What are you going to do? It's y'all.
Blanche? Oh, go ahead. I was just going to ask Blanche. Blanche, you're hearing this.
I'm not.
Part of me likes what you're saying, Kamai, and part of me is like, oh, you still giving women a bit of a pass because you turn it back on these men. Am I the only one that hears this, or?
I heard it. I heard it. So even with me and Mr. Fantastic, and I think Brian said something about this, but so having a conversation with my mother, I never got to have because she died when I was 17. So I could never get the stuff off my chest. I could never tell her how I really felt. And then when I was of age, she was gone. And so I remember a couple of months, but like a couple of almost a year before she passed, I remember she said I couldn't play AAU basketball. I'll never forget this. And I wouldn't talk to her. I just say hi, bye, that's it. I wouldn't talk to her about maybe 2 or 3 months. I found out from my uncle, and he said, that crushed your mom. He said she called me crying, like you wouldn't talk to her. That's why she let you think about it. My mom never went back on a punishment. The one time she did was AAU basketball, but then I found out why. And he said, because you wouldn't speak to her. And so that really hurt me. I was like, dang, for real? So I felt horrible, even though my mom used to do some dog. I'm talking about some, man, it's crazy, right?
Why did you feel bad?
I felt bad because I felt like this person I thought didn't have a heart or a soul. I thought she was just like you say, a Terminator, actually cared. Like I felt like she actually, the fact that she would cry over that meant she actually cared about me in my mind. So I was like, dang, I didn't know. And so I felt horrible. But then by the time I got a little older, she had passed away. So it was like, so I think that really kind of messed me up for years internally because like y'all are saying, all of that stuff never got resolved.
Now, let me ask you this question. Are you a married man?
No.
Okay, but even in a relationship with a woman, if she don't give you no pussy or she don't talk to you because you didn't buy her a diamond bracelet.
Oh, I'm going to terrorize the house. Yeah.
if she don't do it, like, and you go ahead and get her that diamond bracelet, do you think she's going to feel bad after you give her the diamond bracelet, or do you think she's going to feel like this works?
She gonna feel like this works.
So that's what you should have felt like at 17. But because you were brainwashed to believe, you should feel sorry for winning. You should feel sorry for the fact that the only reason it worked is because you didn't go along with the program. You actually expressed how you felt about what was being done to you, and something changed. And what happened was, when you won, you didn't even take it as a win. You turned it on yourself.
Yep. And Blanche, it's crazy. I had a similar story. My mom wouldn't let me fucking play basketball my junior year, right? And that year was like, it would have been my year, bro. And she snatched that shit from me, dog. And it was like, I lost so much respect for her. It wasn't love, but it was the same thing, bro. It was just like we had very, very limited. And she just didn't care, bro. And I was just like, you don't even understand. Like, this is all I got right now. You know, this was my thing, and you took it from me, right? So yeah, man. I couldn't tell my mom that shit until I was a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Condolences for you, man. You know what I mean? I feel you. But when I finally said that, bro, and I told her and I confronted her, bro, like I said, she broke down crying. But Blanche, I don't think you realize this, right? Your mom still didn't budge, quote unquote, because she was vulnerable to your uncle, not you. The person that it was owed to was you.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even that be the messed up part, as to where your mom wants to play, I guess, both roles or whatever, or be this very, very hard person. And I think this is a big part of why, one, we put up with so much shit from black women, but two, the whole strong and whatever shit or whatever, and this hard thing and lack of femininity is there. Because even when she's wrong, bro, I can't. My mom didn't apologize to me until I was a grown man ever in life, bro.
Mine never apologized. Mine never apologized.
So that's what I'm saying, man. And again, I think that is why we have such a unique interaction with women. And again, bro, man, I'm telling you, man, like I said, people really take for granted these conversations, but you know, brothers, grown men telling these stories, people don't understand the gravity of it. And what you come to find is a lot of us have the same story, and other groups of men don't, because their moms are seen as humans, not goddesses or deities.
Yeah. And let me tell you one last thing, brother. Let me tell you what she was still doing. And I just speak very honestly. She was still being manipulative, because she went to your uncle to cry about what you did, and your uncle then came to you to tell you what you did.
Yeah.
It was still my fault.
She went to him, put on his face. You became the enemy. She went to another man to get that man to check you, because you were being a man. You were being a man when you said, hey, I'm not. The same story Mr. Fantastic got. My mama said up there, I still remember, $250 for a leather jacket. How am I playing varsity sports and don't have a leather jacket, and you just had to pay for it and they give you your letters? My mama said, I ain't got $250. Meanwhile, the closet is full of 9 West shoes and all kinds of shit. She did not have $250 to give me.
Listen. And it's sad. Like that's why for me,
and getting child support. I had to throw that out there too. And getting child support from my father. Still didn't have $250.
Listen, look. We can have a whole nother show about this.
We gonna do it next week, girl. We gonna get these bitches. Hey, I'm sorry.
No, well then let me be up in there, because I've actually experienced a lot of what y'all talking about with my mother, as well. And it was kind of crazy. So that's why I really have a heart for men, because it's like, I don't know. It's like I was always raised to where I can understand where men are coming from and the lens that they're coming from. Even though I didn't have my father there with me in the household, I wanted to be there, but it was probably still best for me to not, because of what he had going on. But I get the mama syndrome, you know, and I had to address my mother just last year about all the junk, you know, and then of course you get the why you still holding on to stuff and you should have been let this go and you know, it's like you when I say that you have to make a choice and figure out what you're gonna do and do better, I don't mean like trying to go back and fix shit you can't fix. I can't fix my mom. I can't fix my daddy. You know, I said on another panel, I'm not sure if Melanin was there, but my dad literally stopped talking to me because I had my 7th child. Like, you know, and it's some crazy junk, you know, that be going on. But stuff like this will mess people up for life, you know, if you let it. What I'm saying is like where you are right now, the only thing you can do is make better choices.
You need to let me get you on the couch.
You said what?
You need to let me get you on my couch.
Or what, for a talk? For a show?
Yeah, girl, for a talk.
I'm not trying to fuck. I wasn't trying to. I mean, since y'all was out of it, I was fine.
Little therapy, little fuck.
You talk about my show. Okay. But no, yeah, like it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, it's just like my husband always says, every moment is a moment for you to make a better choice. Regardless of whatever effed up junk you done did, you can make a better choice this moment and the next moment and the next moment. So that's all I'm saying.
No, and it is a thing. Like, I think we'll do good next week. We'll do that to open up, because like somebody said in the comment section, they said this is a free therapy session. One of the reasons why I like being open, and I thank you, Blanche, for even starting this. I tried to do it earlier when I said I'm not going to sit here and present myself, because a lot of these people online, you hear these niggas tell you they the best nigga doing it. Nobody do it better than them. All the hoes love me. I got all the money. Like, if you hear them tell it, you feel so insignificant, insecure, not heard, not seen, and not felt. And a lot of times when we do, and I'm with you, Fantastic, a lot of these people have opened up for other people to say something, but a lot of these manosphere places, that's why I separated from them. They had actually turned men to more recluse because they were lying. They were lying, and those men were starting to feel like, I can't measure up to this, so I'll start lying too. And the only time I feel seen is in their comment section, throwing them some money and joining the such and such club that he telling you, if you want to be a baller like me, join my club. And a lot of this shit was working. It's almost like a David Koresh kind of thing. And I said, I never wanted to be like this. Like my Uncle Benjamin said, he said, with great power comes great responsibility. And I looked at it, I said, you now know what the fuck you can do to people mentally. Do you want to use them or do you want to help them? And I chose, I'm going to help. And the one way to help anybody is to just be vulnerable, because a lot of people have never seen it. They've never heard somebody be able to say this about their mother. When you were talking, Kamaya, that's why I said I kind of see you putting it more on the men, because when you said a lot of these women are having these things and feeling that way because of their fathers, I was like, You know how many women have come and laid on my couch? What? That sounds wrong. But when they talk to me, they will talk about their mothers more than anything else. These women will talk about how their mother fucked them up. They will talk about how their mothers had them out of the house at 13, but let the brother stay and he ain't have no job or whatever. They'll talk about how they had her taking care of their siblings like she was the fucking babysitter when she wanted to go do certain things. They'll talk about how uncle was playing with their pussy and shit when they were little, and mama was letting their boyfriend fuck them, and got mad when she went and told her mama, your boyfriend trying to fuck. These girls have been in these homes and felt lost. Why do you think so many of these young girls have been stripping since they were 16, 17 years old?
Yeah. Some of them been so.
So you'll watch. Somebody got some music playing. So you'll watch this, and we won't put the blame squarely on what it is. But I'm with you. We can't wallow in it, but we surely can't let the next generation start to feel exactly like what they were saying. This is a human. This ain't no damn goddess. Why in the fuck I gotta believe that this woman, just because she had a kid, is infallible?
Right.
Who is that got some music playing?
Background noise.
Mr. Scorpio. That's what his name
Oh, my
is.
bad. I wasn't on mute. My bad. I'm sorry.
You know that what he watching X videos.
No, actually, it was a color purple.
Boom, boom.
I can't do it.
But I want to end it with that because y'all have done a fucking fantastic job. So I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity to let people know. And if you guys are watching, I need to get all of y'all's because I was told I didn't do this. I don't really know how to do it, but all y'all give me your social medias and I will put them in the bottom of each of the chat rooms or wherever we are. But I want y'all to make sure y'all follow these people on YouTube and wherever they tell y'all to find them. Throw a couple dollars, and when y'all see them go live, put some color in their chat. Show them some love, because vulnerability is something you rarely see anywhere else. And you just saw people right here. We're going to try to see if we can do it next week. But you just saw people say, these people need to hear it. Because the only reason somebody would tell complete fucking strangers what happened to them is because they think their story can help you, period. Because nobody else would expose themselves like that and have you looking at them like they fucking crazy.
I didn't know it was crazy. Y'all told me it was abuse. I was like, abuse? She said, I didn't know it was abuse.
Hey, but you killed it though, Blanche. You killed it, bro. You killed it.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? I used to love my dad, but I used to hate him at the same time when I was growing up. And as a grown man now, which was crazy, I understand my dad so well. It's crazy how like as a grown man, I'm like, my goodness, just to like live life and go through it. I'm like, dang, I was too hard on him. I was like, because I couldn't imagine what he was going through. Well, I just felt my dad so much. It's crazy because he passed away too, but
bro, that's why I took my dad's name. My social media name is my father's name, because I hated this nigga. I thought he was the worst guy on earth, and then I started to realize, no, this nigga just knew my mama, and my mama made this nigga. She's a bad person. I love her to death. She's here. I love her, but she is a bad person in a lot of aspects, and she does exactly what your mother did, exactly what Fantastic Mama did, and it's crazy that we're supposed to sit here and just ignore that this happened. The same thing with what happened with Kamaya. Now I'm supposed to pretend you didn't do this, and then when I finally get up enough fucking nerve at the age of 98 to tell you, you tell me why I ain't got over it. What the fuck just happened?
Yo, like the craziest shit ever. The gaslighting is phenomenal. Like a award show.
Are you still crying? You still crying over there?
You still on this? That happened how many years ago?
You ain't got over that?
I forgot who said it.
I didn't do that.
Oh my God! Listen, I went off at that point. I went off. I was like, "Why would I be sitting here telling you any of this shit if you don't do it?"
I made this shit up. I'm the Stephen King of kids. I'm just making shit up.
I'm a cuckoo. The cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now.
You know why they don't remember? Because they'd have to hold themselves accountable, so they don't understand shit you saying.
Yeah, like, why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. You're right. It doesn't make any sense. Duh.
And plus, if they've been manipulating you since you were a child, having you believe them over yourself, they just try to so it's wonderful when you finally know, bitch, you lying. Get her out.
Yeah, I forgot who said it, but they said usually what the life cycle, what happens with our parents is that in the beginning when we're children, we tend to idolize them. And as we get older, when our teens and things like that, we begin to villainize them. But then once we've gotten old and we've matured, the last thing that we usually do is we begin to humanize our parents. And I went through that with my dad. As a young man, I missed the fact that my father wasn't living with me and wasn't in my home at 3 years old. That shit stuck with me. But it wasn't until I got older and I became a grown-ass man to where I really had conversations with my father. And that's when I learned how to humanize him. One of the biggest revelations I ever had was my father telling me that he never had a father and he didn't know how to be one.
And that shit, instantly, I understood him and was able to forgive him and build a real relationship with him for so many years after that, because I actually had to acknowledge that part of it. And a lot of times we fail to ask our parents that. What was it like for you growing up, and how that shaped you into being who you were, which definitely impacted me. But once you understand that piece of them, you understand that they're human beings just like you.
Yeah.
Well, Neek, you better be glad you got some big titties. I've been unblocked you by now. You saying some hurtful things. She said, Neek said, y'all, how much? She said, how long is a person supposed to keep? These parents are trying to, what y'all are asking for is too much. Because she said, how long is the mom supposed to keep apologizing to y'all? Does she understand we're saying we never got
the apology? There was never an apology. There was never no accountability. There was never no I did you wrong. There was never no you should have been with your father more. There was never no I shouldn't have been raising you like this. I didn't totally went against you because I was mad at my childhood. I was mad at your dad and I took it out on you. Like, come on now. And see, this is why it's so upsetting when women say stuff like that, because there's no way you just heard all of these men be this vulnerable and it's still grace for her ass when you, I mean, 4 out of 4, it's 4 men up here just said that. And the female. I don't see the point of even trying to advocate for a woman. Just marinate in what they're going through. There ain't shit to be said if you ain't going to be considerate to what the fuck they just, it ain't about them. You think somebody care about their mamas right now? Did you hear what they just said that she did to them?
I think it's the move on that makes us wait till we 107 to say something. Well, I was 96 a minute ago, but we're not 107. The age even keeps going up. I'm 107 now before I finally say something, and I'm just sitting up here looking at this bitch's skeleton talking about some, mom, you did me wrong, and all she can
Norman Bates. Norman Bates.
Yes, seriously, that's what it is. It's perfect example. Blanche was making a joke, but Blanche, you know how right you are? That's what Norman Bates was.
Turned to his mama.
Listen,
He was still living through a dead individual, still trying to get the love, understanding through a dead person.
Even have a conversation.
Yes.
Have a conversation.
And here's the funny part. I ain't gonna even lie. I've had dreams of conversations of my mother apologizing, hoping I got that conversation that never came.
Wow.
That's
never came.
Huge.
And the shit was vivid. The shit was vivid because all I wanted was this bitch to say, my bad, hug. I realized what you did. That's all a nigga wanted. I didn't want you to have to get me that Tonka truck. You didn't have to get me that Tyco racetrack. I wasn't gonna force you to do that. Just tell me you gave a shit and you realized the pain I went through and the much as I still cared for you, even through that. That is the scary part. I still remember that story I did with the Jamaican lady kicked the shit out of her child. The child goes flying and hit the stairs, stood up and did this mother like this.
I remember that shit. Never fucking forgot that. I never forgot that. I remember that show.
That child. Football kicked that child. He stood up and reached up for her.
Yes. Sure in the fuck did. Yup, I remember that shit.
So just so I can be clear, y'all, I want to leave here right. So my mom crying. What did that mean? That means I'm trying to.
She was manipulating your uncle to turn you into the bad guy. She didn't cry to you. She cried to him.
Yeah. I'm saying, but was she crying because it really hurt her? Why was she crying? Is my point.
I said she was manipulated. Go ahead, Fat.
Yeah. So if she had cried to you and showed you the emotion and vulnerability, yes, it would have been genuine. But being the fact of the matter that she got your uncle involved because pretty much you had cut her out, it was a manipulation tactic. And like he said, because she pretty much had lost you and you had cut her off. Again, you weren't being disrespectful or whatever. But the worst thing for a woman is complete and total, like ignoring them, acting like they're not there. Because attention is the most important thing for a woman, especially coming from her child. So being that she had lost that connection with you and you had just mentally separated, now she has to get a third party to not only make you the bad guy, but now to sympathize, to give you empathy and sympathy and make you yourself the bad guy because you made your mom feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
I take it as both. I take that as both. I believe she was manipulating and she was really hurt as well at the same time.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Yes, she was hurt, but not that kind of hurt that he wants.
Not hurt, but
He was hurt that he stood out on his own.
Yeah,
it's like the girl get hurt when she don't call and you don't call back, and now she calling to wonder why you ain't called. Yeah. That's what she was. How is it that you've been able to do this? Because your whole life you've never been able to do this. So you've done this. So what I'm going to do is get somebody else, another man, a bigger man, an older man, come check your ass. And that's what your uncle did.
Yeah, and she was supposed to be. She was supposed to be hurt for her actions, not your reaction. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be hurt because, like I said, it was something for you that you enjoyed, something that was love for you, something that you really enjoyed doing, and you deserve to do it. And out of whatever dominance or establishing whatever she was trying to do, she took it away from you. Right. So now you feel me? And again, man, people don't understand people, man. People really don't understand a lot of things. And unfortunately, we're taught a lot of toxic shit, man. It's black people, but black men specifically. And once she finally,
she was on the show with me today. I had fun with her. She Beachy talk a whole motherfucking lot. You are not getting no word in. But once she stopped talking, you can actually talk to her. She'll listen. But at first, if her mouth running, her ears don't work. But she was funny. She was fun to talk to. Blanche, the hardest part is to come to grips with things. Come to grips with the person you in a relationship with don't love you. You ever called a bitch back and like, I know we done been through this shit. I know you still want me. You're like, no, I'm with this nigga. He got 14 inches of dick and you don't. Okay, maybe that would just happen to me. But the point is, like, you realize, she's not coming back. And even if she do, it's the Grand Canyon, and I don't know if I want to follow behind that. So, but the truth is, you have to come to grips to say, the peace in my life is understanding everything I've been through and accepting it. It's the hardest part. Understanding it is like the confusion you have in your life. But once you are hit with it, you got to accept this is what it is. It's the hardest thing to realize for a kid that was given up for adoption is that your parents didn't want you. Think about how every kid that finds out they're adopted, what do they go do? Well, I want to go see the parents who got rid of me.
Find them. Yeah, try to go find them.
They want to know why you gave me up.
Why you gave me up.
In their mind, their thought of this person is way different than who they fucking really are. And then you go there and you get the response. I still remember my dad said that he was drunk as fuck. I told my mom, I'm going to stay with my daddy. And I went to go live with this nigga, barely speaking English. He sat there and he says, called me in the room one day. He had a 1-room apartment. He was still married, but he fuck around on his wife in this apartment. He said he was fat and had on a pair of white underwear, tighty whities. He sat me down and he said, son, you have to go, mijo, you have to go home with your mama because I can't get no pussy with you sleeping in here on the couch. Those are the last words my father ever said to me.
God.
I'm crying. 16 and packed up my clothes and put them on a little stick. Put it on my shoulders and walk
in a polka dot handkerchief.
Yeah, I'm walking down the street. The motherfucking David Banner tune is playing. And to this day, at first it took me years to say, like, what the fuck? I told my mama, you ain't shit. I'm gonna go stay with this nigga because I know he love me and you. What do y'all do now?
Both your parents now at this point, both.
Both of them.
Both of them.
And then I had to realize, you know what? I am the product of two ain't shit people.
And When you come to that realization, that
it hurt. Then you have to accept who you have, family, friends, mom, dad. You have to accept them. And the only thing you can do is, I remember saying that somebody said to me when I was in college, when I first started taking psychology classes, they said, and I guess it's an old saying, but it was the first time I had heard it. They said, you can't pick your DNA, but you can choose your family. So I think part of what we're doing when it comes to relationships, fucking and having children, is I think we're dysfunctionally trying to pick our family.
There, thank you. Damn it, thank you.
And this is why they pay me the big bucks.
And that's it. That's why that nigga is who he is. Let's go. That's good.
No, like that's some real ass shit. I'm out here fighting for my damn life to get our people to come together, like love on each other or something, bro. We ain't had that. But let's learn together or something. But it's always a damn excuse.
It's very difficult though. I'm up here fucking a bitch, and as soon as I get through skeeting in and everything, I realize I don't like you like that. But now I've let this woman walk away with my DNA.
Literally. And it keeps happening. And it's not gonna go away.
I'm saying dysfunction.
I
I want love, but how do I know about going by it? Well, gotta drop some dick off in a bitch. Feeling, you know what's the hardest conversation to tell other men? That I actually feel empty after the most raunchiest sex I have. And they be like, man, you enjoyed that pussy. And I'm like, I'm supposed to tell you I enjoyed it because as it makes me a man. But I actually didn't. I actually felt empty after I fucked this bitch because I'm looking at her and I'm looking at my dick and it's looking like a glazed Krispy Kreme donut.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Y'all,
we'll have this conversation next week.
Yes.
All right.
Any final thoughts on the way out, y'all? Please.
I got the visual though. I got that visual.
Oh my Lord.
Not me. Hey, man, shout out to the panel, man. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms, man. Whatever you look at me up on, YouTube, IG, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit, whatever, Facebook page, all that good shit, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Thank you for staying for the whole show, nigga.
Hey.
I was trying to hurry up and end it because I said, oh shit, Mr. Fantastic, if I can get this motherfucker to stay the whole show, I ain't even lying. I said, oh shit, I'm gonna make him stay the whole show.
I had an energy drink, nigga. I was there to help.
No, listen.
Go ahead, Cormaya.
Giving out. But yeah, thank y'all for having me on the panel tonight. It was dope. Y'all know I love my girl Melanin. So
thank you for coming because we was trying to get you and I didn't think so.
I dropped your name. Tell her, didn't I drop you? I said, I know that she's like, I dropped your name quick. You know, Melanin's gonna be there. She said, for real? And ended her she said, for real? Sure did. She was live on Instagram.
I was
love
live.
it.
I'm trying to build up my Instagram. Y'all come follow me. You know what I mean?
I followed you.
Love. Come show me some love. I'm gonna go follow Mr. Fantastic. I'm gonna pick on him a little bit because that was too funny. He knows he's a Scorpio. That is some Scorpio ass shit. I am not even gonna lie.
Oh, you be quiet. You gonna follow him because he was talking about hitting the bottom.
Lord, I was like, yo, but it's crazy because my husband is literally the day before the cutoff for the Scorpio. And so it's like he's technically Scorpio, but still a little bit Libra. Trust me.
I got my wife talking over here.
I don't trust none of y'all people talking about the 12th house of Venus and all this. I don't trust y'all.
No, because when your birthday? That's what I want to know.
I'm December 11th. They say I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know what that means.
You're December 11th?
Uh-huh.
Lord have mercy explains
What
it
the
all.
fuck does that mean?
What does it mean? What does that even mean?
Hey.
No, I don't just go by the astrology. I do the cards, the 52 deck. So trust me, it's way deeper and it's way more ancient than the little tarot and the astrology junk they be doing. Matter of fact,
What this man said here, double Leo? What the fuck does that even mean? How you two tigers?
well, he probably a Leo sun and a Leo rising, but not for
Oh, there y'all go.
Man, they crazy as hell. These motherfuckers is nuts.
I'm a Leo. What do it mean? Don't mean what does it don't mean nothing?
It means they'll put period blood in your fucking spaghetti and have your ass walk around the house like this. And she know that's what she put her head up. She know what they doing.
No, first of all, that's some Southern shit right there. You talking about the Creoles?
It is
that damn Creole.
You know, I didn't find that out until recent that people do that. That's why they tell.
You didn't know that was a thing?
No,
Ooh,
that's why they
it's
tell
a
men
thing.
not to eat the spaghetti. I was like, why not?
Thing, baby. It's a thing.
They bury their panties in their yard to where
Yeah, I'm Panamanian, so like all of the fucking shit, all of the shit is backwater. We grew up. I always embarrass people like the shit we grew up with is kind of fucking crazy. Although, is it crazier than Jesus?
I don't know.
I don't want to offend people. Is it crazier than that?
It might be.
Is it though?
Shit, wait a minute.
We'll have that conversation one day.
7? You're a 7 of clubs? Hey, that's why your ass be having them vivid ass dreams and you don't be telling nobody nothing. And whenever you be talking, certain shit come to pass. So you better watch what you be saying about people, especially when you mad, because when you start to talking, that shit, you listen. Hey,
Hold on. They'll tell you, Brian will tell you, since I've been doing shows when I was growing up, I literally used to be able to tell people what the fuck was going to happen, and it happened.
No, dead ass, because you're a 7 of clubs. Clubs rules communication. So as a 7, you're spiritual, you're high spiritual, you're like an oracle, literally. So
How many times, Brian, have I done the show when I said I know the show topic is supposed to be about this, but
I don't even know this man. I can
all the
read
time.
now.
but the spirit told me to tell y'all this. This is what y'all about to get.
Look at Blanche.
Listen, and I forgot what.
But I'm an empath. That thing I knew from what my aunts and shit told me. Like I could literally
Man, she over there playing space with your life, Tommy. You better.
Hey, don't tell me this stuff ain't real because I don't know you, and I know you right now, literally.
Yeah.
On your card, let me tell you something. I'm a 7 of hearts. You a 7 of clubs. Us 7s, we always gotta stick together because we always gonna have each other back. Period. Like we gonna know. Hey, look, this is where you slipping up at. Hey, look, I need you to watch out for that. Like, you know what I mean? But you, oh my
Maybe
God.
that's why I reached out to you out the blue and you came through out the blue. Think about that. All of it was out the blue, and it was actually last second. I had never said a word. Have I ever said a word to you?
So you determined all that just on your birthday?
And them cards she was shuffling, she was playing tonk.
Yeah, playing tonk. Right. Playing tonk. Playing tonk, Tommy.
Yeah, serious. I'll read y'all for Phil real quick. That's all I do.
Wow, that's crazy.
Carmaya, did you say your Instagram?
Yeah, my bad. Mama She Heals right here. Y'all come follow me. I'm on TikTok as well. I was live today. My husband's a DJ, so I'll be going live, having them DJ and stuff like that. Turntablists and all. So y'all come follow me, please.
We love it. Make sure you come back for next week. Definitely.
Yeah, you gotta come back next week. Because we're gonna do a more emotional. I believe we should do it because a lot of people, we're gonna do more of an emotional deep dive and allow people to come up here and share theirs as well.
Wonderful. Have a good night, Carmaya. Blanche, final thoughts?
Oh yeah, thank y'all for listening to me, giving me some advice. Y'all really opened my eyes up some more. You know, I've been on this journey for about the past year, so thank y'all so much. I got a different perspective, and you're right, Tommy. You just got to just accept what it is, and it is what it is. But thank God I'm here, right? So
yes, sir.
Yeah, great show. I enjoyed it. Melanie, you didn't talk too much this show. don't know if you was on the hot seat earlier. You got in trouble for something. You don't know what you did. But.
Look here, nigga.
No, I didn't get in trouble.
Don't you be talking about how I run my house here, trying.
Hey, a woman don't hurt a good whooping don't hurt a girl, okay? A good whooping.
No, but you listen. You handled it with so much elegance and grace. And I just saw you and I said, this is a woman right here because you took it and you gave me hope. And you gave me hope, man. You gave me hope.
I appreciate it.
But y'all can find me at He Is Blanchard on all platforms. He Is Blanchard, BLANCHARD.
Wonderful. Blanche, we appreciate you. Please come back whenever you're available. Yeah. Brian, any thoughts?
Great show. I love the deep dives like we did tonight. So I think we really were able to reach some people and really show some real truths about ourselves and about each other. And I just appreciate everybody for just willing to be transparent and just really speaking from their life experience in their heart. It ain't as easy as people think it may be. And it takes a lot of just being, comfortable with yourself and just being vulnerable. And I appreciate it. I'll never let that go unnoticed. So thank you, Blanche. Fantastic. And everybody else that was just willing to open up and become a better version of themselves by just listening and receiving. So thank you, guys.
Absolutely. And where can they find you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm going through a rebranding, so y'all can catch me at Brian's Brain Podcast. That's what I changed the Relationship Rehab channel to. So the rest of the stuff is coming for Instagram and all that stuff too. I'm just in the process of renaming and rebranding everything. But yes, Brian Brain's Podcast on YouTube.
Wonderful. And of course, I am Melanin Legacy. You can find me on IG, TikTok, and YouTube. I know I've seen several comments. They were like, oh, you're not saying much tonight. But sometimes you enjoy being able to sit under people that can educate you, that can share their perspective. I love hearing men talk. I love hearing good women talk as well, but it's always something to learn. And I appreciate everybody being vulnerable. Every brother that came up here tonight added value to the conversation, and it was wonderful to witness. Tommy, of course, thank you for hosting these nights. We definitely appreciate it. And you don't forget to hit the Cash App, okay? Let's always make sure that Tommy's taken care of.
Share with them. And I just want to say, I was actually going to say what you just said, because tonight was one of those where we let it flow, like who's talking and who doesn't talk. And what I really appreciate is nobody got mad and said, well, fuck this shit. I ain't getting to talk as much as this person. Or why does this person get to talk? We just let the conversation happen, because not everybody is as good as somebody else in the thing they're talking about. I try to make Melon and I try to make the new people feel welcome when they come in. And it's a community. So sometimes if you guys come up here, you may not get to talk as much. Today I got to kind of sit back and enjoy more of what y'all were doing. I was enjoying what y'all were doing, direct a little traffic. And I just appreciate y'all for bearing with us, because we're still learning how to juggle all these balls. You know what? Never mind. Good night.
No more bottles to the head for you.
Keep juggling the balls. We'll get there.
Fuck you, Brian. Good night. Yeah.